Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. As you can all tell by this image, it is Wednesday. Obviously, we got a bird. What is this bird? I don't even know. It is the bird known as the male northern cardinal in New York City. Yo, I've never seen one of these. I don't even know. It is multicolored. Maybe I should like draw myself as this bird. Have you considered possibly that this bird could be me? Anyway, it's web fishing. It's time for web fishing. This is today's drawing. It is me fishing. Wednesday web fishing. Let's open up Steam. I could have done that before I started the stream, but I did not do it. So now I will. What game is it? Web fishing. Web fishing. The female cardinal is plain non-red colored. Wait, what? How can it not be red? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Stanley, Ronmu, Hamp, Duck, A Poland, Dentry, and Cole. Sorry, that's literally everyone. No one else will ever show up. I don't know why I say that every time. Every time I greet people and then like I stop greeting people at the start, I'm just like, and then no one else will ever join. And then inevitably someone does join. Unexpectedly. Okay, unlisted, manual request to join, create game. Here we go, this is web fishing. You all know web fishing. Everyone knows. We put this over here, we go to the menu, we go lobby code, paste it, and then you pin it, and then you manually unpin it at the end of stream. And then you just play the game. Now, okay, now here's the thing. Every time I play this game, I go over here. I feel like we don't spend enough time on this side of the park. What is this place? A park is not even a park. This place? Does it feel like I'm walking slower than usual? Is my mouse sensitivity? No, I don't know. It feels slow. Welcome Deffins. Sorry, paw print point. The point. It is a point right here. We could fish here. I feel like no, you know, I do feel like this area is the like, it makes the most sense, right? Everything else is kind of like, I don't know. Could fish over here maybe. You could maybe fish like over here. Some people do enjoy, they do enjoy fishing over here. Question is, do I want to be fishing here? It's quite far away. Some people enjoy fishing over there. Some people are over here. Optimal. There is no optimal. It's just, you know, sometimes you spend too much time in one spot. You gotta start moving around, you know. Anyway, if you want to join, feel free. Send the request. Every single time we play this, someone who I don't know tries to join. And then I ask them to show themselves in the chat, and then they don't. Or they do, and then they're a hacker. And then I can kick them. RPG needs fishing to be a good one. What about the game known as a role-playing game? Maple Story. Does Maple Story have fishing? I don't think it did when I stopped playing, but surely they do, right? I feel like every MMO also needs fishing. Like I know definitely Final Fantasy 14 has fishing. World of Warcraft I think has fishing. No, it definitely has fishing, right? Even back when I used to play it. Welcome to Tricious. Is there an MMO without fishing? I guess EVE Online. Wouldn't it be funny if EVE Online had fishing? Welcome Zoe. Would it be funny? Would there'd be space fish? I don't know. Anyway, I might get interrupted this stream because I did order an air purifier, and it is scheduled for delivery today. So if I get the email notification that it's been delivered, I might BRB for several seconds just to take the package indoors so people don't steal it. Anyway, I did my taxes, everyone. My taxes are done. I did them this weekend, and it took a lot longer than I thought, and this is my first time owing money to the government in taxes. It's interesting because I owe money federal taxes, but I get a refund from state taxes. So New York was like, hey, we owe you some money. I'm like, that's great. And then the government, federal government, they're like, you owe us money. And I was like, oh, what the? This never happened. In the entire history of me working a job, I've never had that. It has literally never happened. Warframe has fishing. That's great. What kind of fish? Are they like robot fish? Are they real fish? Yeah, taxes. And I was like, man, I looked at the money that I made this year compared to last year, and I made a lot more. I think it's because, you know, last year is when I first started working for my current company, and I had only been working there 3 months at the time, and I have not received at the time any stock-based compensation. But then this year, you know, since a year has passed, and typically if you work for a tech company that also gives you restricted stock units, those take a year before you get them. And so 2024 was when I got my stocks, and then I sold them. And then presumably that's why it's like, oh, well, you made money from stocks? Well then, you owe us some money. And I was like, oh, what the? So true, I did make money from stocks. I did make money from restricted stock units, and also the other thing, what was the other thing? What's that thing called? Dividends from my investments, not even company stocks. Welcome Delicious Smile, welcome Muffin. It's actually in one zone you only fish robot fish. That's what I expected. You know, Warframe, it's known for being robots and other such things, and surely the robots are also fish. The fish are also robots. They introduced a tax on unrealized stock gains this year in Germany. Denchi, do you invest in stocks? You invest in international or local or American stocks? The S&P 500 perhaps? The German stocks? Whatever stocks. Me as someone who has international stocks, it makes taxes more complicated, because then it's like, oh, you know, you can claim this foreign tax credit because, you know, you had some, what are those things called? You had some dividends being paid for international stocks, and you know, we as the broker, you paid this already, and you can submit a claim. And I'm like, oh god, why didn't they auto-populate this? I have to look through this like 89-page document and be like, okay, looking at this one page of international stocks, here are my vested whatever, qualified foreign dividends, and then this one is this one, and okay, I can claim this. And I'm like, oh god, this is so much. Invest in VTube Studio. Well, if he makes millions from streaming, yeah, actually I made more this year from streaming than I did because I bought my own subs. Remember that time during September when I purchased many subs for myself simply to get emote slots? It was on there. It was reflected in my twitch.tv earnings. See, that means if you have stock lying around, it goes up, you have to pay to the state. No, it's only when you sell it. If you just have the stocks and you hold on to it, you don't. Taxing unrealized stock gains only makes sense if they also let you take cap losses. I don't even know. I don't even know. I have losses. I have so many losses. Several losses that are even... what's even the name? Many losses that they can carry over for many years. In Germany, it's called Vorabpauschal. Is that even correct? Is this even real? I thought it had to be capital. I thought nouns in German are all capital letters. And yet that is lowercase. I can't believe this. It's not even proper German. He doesn't even know. Vested dividends? Is it because you wear a vest? No. It's because you have put them on like a vest. They have vested interest in the economy. You already know. Everyone already knows. You know, stocks, everyone here is an expert. Surely you all spend you spend your entire paycheck on the stock market. You go, okay, look at this. These stocks are up. Let's put the money in. And then you put the money in, and then it goes up. You're like, let's go. It went up. And then it goes down, and you're like, that's fine. That's fine, because I'm not going to sell these until 50 years from now. And everything is fine. No Wolfcoin. None of this Wolfcoin, Bitcoin, whatever. It's not even real. It's all about the NFTs nowadays. It's all about the freaking ape. What is that thing called? The Ape Club. Welcome, Choco. All your money on apes. It's all, but yeah, so true. I can't believe Razul would not say the Mets thing. He hates the Mets now. He used to like the Mets, and he refuses to do it. Welcome to mine. Never selling my ape. Yeah, it's definitely bound to go up, okay? Everyone's like, oh, apes, those are so 2023, 2022. When even were the apes popular? Were they ever popular? No. But you're like, well, you know, they declined in value. But that means it's the best time to buy. And then you buy all the apes. And then 50 years from now, people go, oh yeah, remember those apes? Let me check them. And then they're like, oh shoot, it's like $50 billion. I gotta invest in apes now. But you, as someone who has spent all their income on these apes, you already have them. And it's that easy. Yeah, Denchi loves the art. Everyone cancel him. Twitter, get on this. Denchi, the VTuber news guys. This chat, Denchi, developer of V2 Studios, claimed that he enjoys NFTs of apes. Do you really want to use software that's created by someone like this? I don't think so. Everyone, it's time to move over to the next thing. What's the next VTuber app? VTube. VTuber Studio. Yeah, that's right. Instead of VTube Studio, VTuber Studio. Someone's gonna make a new one. V-Stream Atelier. Oh, Atelier reference. You can't sell your apes. That's what they want you to do. That's where all the value is. Yeah, why would he do that? Why is he doing that, man? He's out here, out there doing this. What if Wolfcoin was a coin with Wolf on it? He would not do that. Are the apes still even around? I would assume they are. Don't they exist on the blockchain? Isn't the blockchain immutable? Surely they're still around, right? It's immutable. You can't change that. It's out there. It's hashed in the Merkle tree or whatever. Distributed. It's distributed across many nodes online. And people are, whatever it's called, muted it. Well, you can't mute the ape. How can you mute the apes? It's not even doable. Oh, I see, immutable. I see. No, that's a different thing. Mutable, immutable, they're not even the same, okay? Why is the chain blocked? Did it span the blockchain? I don't know. Welcome, Michael. I pressed delete on the apes. No, you can't do that. You also can't right-click save, because there's only one. You're only saving a representation of it. But the real one, it exists. There's proof. There's a cryptographic hash that proves that you are the owner. Oh, we got a car honking outside. I don't know what that is. What even is that? What if someone's doxing me right now? They're like, I'm gonna honk my car right outside, and then if I hear it on the stream, then I know Wolfie lives here. So thank you, Denti, for posting the large emote of the ape. That is the ape right there. Yeah, the Clover Chibi ape. Blockchain is in guilty. I can't even read. I said guilty gear. Guilty Gear, when you're stuck in the blocking animation, yeah, when you chain your blocks, it's like when Justin Wong was fighting against like Daigo or whatever, and the other guy, he did a blockchain and he blocked all his attacks as Chun-Li. Remember that one? Classic moment. Welcome, Greffery. Yeah, blockchain. The only blockchain I care about is the Evo moment 37 when yeah, they did that. Funny joke. Wealthy classic joke. Surely someone has made that joke before. It can't just be me. I love that clip. It's the only moment. Do you know that? There's no Evo moment 1 through 36. There's only 37. They named it that to make you think there were more moments. But there will never be more moments. There's only the 37th one. It only starts at 37. That's the first one. I knew it. Yeah, I'm always original. I'm always out here making original content. People tune in and they're like, ah, can't wait to see what new original things they'll have to say on this stream. Welcome, Rat Laud. Moments where there's no moments. There's no such thing. Twitch has removed moments. They don't exist anymore. Rare footage of fishing. That's not rare. I fish every week. It's your favorite Family Guy moments compilation? There's no such thing. You didn't even say Family Guy funny moments. You just said Family Guy moments. What about the one where Peter sees he sees a message in his cereal? It says, "Ooh, Peter, those are Cheerios," haha, because because they all look like the letter O, and he thought that it was a message. Welcome, Coyote. Welcome, Meow. What are the most famous gaming moments? That one, the Street Fighter one, and then the one where Northern Lion got he was playing the Sisyphus simulator. Get it twisted. That was one. That's a famous gaming moment. There was one where yeah, Wombo Combo, that's another great one. Welcome, Resetter. The one where it's like, that ain't Falco, that's the Wombo Combo. Rain Destroyer is another one. What about the one where, oh, the Tetris moment? Welcome, Matthews. The one where the kid beat Tetris. He was the first human to beat Tetris. That was an epic moment. And then what? And then when you can beat the level in half an A press by holding down the button for like 12 hours. That's another gaming moment that we all remember. Let's go back to the infamous clip of XQC playing the absolute worst round of CS possible. I don't even know. I don't even know what XQC does. What does he even do? Brain Destroyer. Who's joining? Graffery. Welcome. Michael doesn't even know any of these moments. You don't even know? You don't even know about them? Come on. Only remember because some lady thought he was a loser. Who? XQC? Susie has 2 rounds of the worst CSGO ever. Bonnie how? Oh, what's another epic gaming moment? Door stuck. Remember door stuck? Tetris. Oh yeah, the one where they were on the news. They were like, oh, this kid was the first person to beat Tetris. And then the news anchor was like, yeah, you should get a life. Everyone's just like, are you stupid, lady? Come on. He's accomplished so much and he's only 12. You're belittling his accomplishments. It's like, yeah, Tetris, what if you go outside? Nerd. Can't believe this guy. I remember that. What has she done, huh? Welcome riding bareback. Speaking of CS, the one bunny hopping clip, I don't even remember. I don't even know that one. Actually, I wonder if I look up, whoops, if I look up epic gaming moments, can we like look through a list and be like, oh yeah, I know that one. I've heard about this one. 30 seconds, he molotovs a teammate, flashbangs them, headshots, and kills them, get shot by the enemy team. Classic moment that I have not heard of. It's a new segment of about VTubers where the anchor says, really creepy. So true. So true. VTuber fans, can you confirm VTubers? So creepy. Why? Who would be watching VTubers? Epic gaming moments. What are the most epic, most well-known, famous gaming moments? Top unforgettable. Well, I mean, like, this is probably gonna be like in video games. I mean, like streamers playing video games. They're probably like, oh, remember in this game when this thing hey, you can't show that. Remember when this thing happened in the game? Famous streamer gaming moments. Streamer gaming moments. The most iconic. Well, it doesn't have to be streamer. Like video game tournament moments. Gamer moments. No, this isn't even gaming. Dude, who are these? Who even are these? Cloud9, Phantom. I had never even heard of this guy. Epic gaming moments in history. Best gaming moments in history. Top gaming moments. Remember Mixer? I remember. Moments in video game history. Greatest breakthroughs in history. The first game ever. No, this isn't even. There's nothing. They don't even have these. Memorable moments in game history. None of these are real. I mean, like real moments. What are they even thinking? I mean, is there like a list of these that exists? It's out there. So you were doing research, researching for gaming moments. Any gamers here? You should teach gaming history in schools. They should be like, remember that time when I don't even know. We don't even know what happened. There has to be some though, right? List of moments similar to Wombo Combo Falco. Like, what would that even be? What would I even search to get that? Gaming moments that the general public would remember. Oh yeah, PewDiePie bridge moment. That was a gaming moment. Some would even say that's the most gamer moment. That's the one where they define gamer words. Totally changed the perception of gaming. You can't say that. You can't talk about that. Iconic gaming videos. Yeah, but like they're just gonna show like moments that are in video games. I mean, like it's gotta be like the video game meta. Gotta be like people playing the games. People remember it for the moment, not for the game. Choco does the PewDiePie bridge clip every day. I don't think she does. I don't think that's true at all. I'm just making that up. No, you can't be saying this, Michael. People out there assume things. Well, okay, Choco has confirmed it then. Never mind. I guess I guess he's right. Yeah, but why would she do that? She was saying that? She was saying that on stream? It's vile. See, that's a reference right there. You were like, oh, I know that reference. It's a Northern Line reference. Oh, Riptide. And she heard it. Would I ever know? But Nanoden's done it. Unsub. No, you can't unsub. Choco would never do that. She's just saying that for fun. Yeah, Nano. I remember. It only took a few streams. I didn't really watch most of it because I don't really understand that game. What even is that game? There's like a guy with a bat. He's like there. It's like black and white. He's like hitting things. It's an RPG Maker game. No, I wasn't there when he beat the game. I was there when he started though. Just ignore a Glorp. Any Glorp fans? Anyone a fan of web fishing right now? Anyway, do you all do your taxes? You should consider doing your taxes. If you owe money to the government. When you do your taxes, do you tend to get refunds? Or what's it called? It is refunds, right? Or do you often have to pay? I know that if you do freelance like Choco, you probably most of the time have to pay taxes. But like, of everyone else, do you typically, the government gives you money? Usually get some back. I guess it's because your company already handles that on your W-2. Or was it the W-4 or whatever? The withholdings. It's like, unless you're doing stuff outside of work, you know, like investments or like whatever, you're likely to get money back or no money. That's how it is. Usually get money back, so true. I did, and this year, like, man, that's a lot of money that I owe. And then I say, oh yeah, I did make a lot more money this year, so it makes sense. Let me scroll up. People have things to say about taxes. Choco has not done her taxes yet. Cole, what if Cole never does his taxes? I mean, if you don't make enough money, you don't have to. If you make under a certain amount, you can just not do it. If you are a dependent, if someone else can claim you as a dependent, you don't have to do your taxes. That's how it is. Michael says, my taxes do themselves. Classic non-American moment. Living in a place where taxes are handled for you. He's so advanced. That's how it is out there. I love when Nanoden plays an incomprehensible RPG Maker game. I feel like Off is not incomprehensible. It's a classic, everyone knows that game. Like, unironically, a lot of people. It's one of the RPG Maker classics. I don't know it though. I know of it, but I've not actually played it. Usually get money back, many taxes. For legal reasons, my response to this inquiry of yours is I do my taxes. You don't even need to claim you do your taxes. There are many streamers that joke about committing tax fraud or tax evasion, and the government has not investigated them, so like that's fine, right? It's actually totally fine. Sometimes I'm worried. Sometimes I'm like, what if I filed my taxes wrong? What if I mean to do this right, but then like what if I just forgot something, you know? Because like once you start investing in like stocks, it gets a lot more complicated. You got international stocks, you gotta like, you know, claim whatever. And be like, oh, my partial dividends, what country? Various. That's what they claim. If you invest in foreign stocks, when you fill out your taxes, there's a thing that's like, would you like to break down like every country that you have stocks in? And I'm like, no. So I don't know what they are. The robot invests for me. And then I check the website and it's like, hey, yeah, just say various. And I'm like, all right. It makes sense because there are many countries. Various countries. You can choose various. And they let you do that because that is how taxes work. See, Ryden Bareback says, I have not been taxed yet. Will truck my documents to my accountant within the week. Oh, these people with their tax accountants, you just give them the documents, they do it for you. fancy. Maybe it's not even fancy. That's just how people do it. Why do customers have to pay taxes and then the sellers also have to pay taxes on the income they make? Because that is sales tax versus income tax. That is two different things. And then you may be like, well, why doesn't just one of them pay? I don't know. That's society for you. That's how it is. Michael got a lot of money back last year. Isn't that bad though? Don't you want to ideally have like zero money owed or due? Or like, I mean, or given to you? Because if you get a lot of money back, I used to think, you know, everyone's like, oh, you get a lot of money back? That's great. Oh, that's awesome. Like, oh, I got like several $1,000s back. And I used to be like, oh, that's awesome. Then you get to spend it, you know, you get more money. But then it's like, well, that just means that you didn't have that money throughout the year. You could have invested that. That could have been more money. So then, like, in that case, isn't it better to, like, owe a lot of money to the government, right? Like, hypothetically, because, like, you know, if you, at the end of the year, you have to, like, pay a lot of money to the government. Doesn't that mean, like, in the time that you could have spent that money, you could have invested that money that you now owe the government? But then I guess later you do have to pay it back. But like, I don't know. But then maybe you pay it back and then it's worth less than if you had invested it. Right? Right, and bareback tends to get like 30. Then you're doing it right. You're doing it so well. Michael said. This was 4 minutes. I'm 4 minutes behind in chat, by the way. Said I had the Tetris effect about this song. The song from 4 minutes ago. I don't even remember what it was. I don't even know what song was playing at the time. Oh, a whale. A radiant hued whale. A whale of a time. Namai said, my bro was freaking out because eBay sent him a tax form. I told him you have to make a certain amount before it matters. No, that's a new thing this year, right? I remember, like, PayPal now sends you, what's it called? The 1099-K form. When they didn't used to do that. This is my first time I got one from PayPal. They're like, oh, you made enough money? Well, here's a form. We reported this to the government. And I'm like, all right, guys, I have to put this on my taxes, which I would have done anyway. But they gave you a specific form that is convenient. And now you can't even deny, hypothetically, if you were ever to do that, you can't. Because the government would know. PayPal form. The 1099-K. I guess maybe it's US specific. Because, like, you know, if you're in another country, surely they don't give you US tax forms. That doesn't make sense. That's not even logical. Yeah, that's for taxes. Welcome, Reverie. So true. Everyone has what? Michael, what are you talking about? Tax fraud, right? People have done tax fraud. Law requires that I say that I do my taxes. It doesn't, though. You can claim to not do your taxes and they can't stop you. Freedom of speech. Welcome, Liquid Cake. Pay the taxes. A robot told me to commit tax fraud. It would not do that. Taxman asks you for more money. It's money. Sorry, and I know you left a message like 5 minutes ago. I greeted you now because I did not get to that message until now. It means there's money. You couldn't have interest, right? They're just taking money from you. Michael says, to be honest, I don't use that money anyway. You should be investing. What are you doing, man? Don't be like me. I did not invest until last year. And when I look at how much money I made in the last year simply from investing, I'm like, I could have been doing this for like 10 years. I would have like $1 billion. Maybe, okay, not literally $1 billion, but like, I would have so much more money. Instead, it was just sitting in a bank account, not even getting good interest. It sucked. It was not even optimal. And now I'm like, man, I could have been doing this all along. You could do it now. You gotta do it. You should look into it. Ideally, your withholding should be close to your actual tax burden. You just overpaid through the year. It is true. I don't know why it gets them back. What did I set up wrong? Well, maybe your withholdings need to be updated. Great logic, spent the money on useless stuff. Thank the government. Denchi, he's just spending the money on VTubers. He gets his tax refund from the German government. He's like, oh, that means I can spend money on VTuber Twitch subs, and then he does. And then he's subscribed to every VTuber. Could you claim that as a business expense? Because, you know, being subscribed, like VTubers, they're using your product. And so you could be like, oh yeah, if you subscribe to VTubers and your job is related to making software for VTubers, does that mean then that you could be like, well, I bought this sub and you can't? Are you sure? Do you talk to a tax professional about this? Have they told you, Denchi, you can't do that? Have you tried? Could you do it? A whale. They said a whale. I'm still 4 minutes behind in chat. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. They said whale. Whale taxes. In the UK you get £100, 1,000 pounds. That's so heavy. 1,000 pounds of free earnings from stuff like eBay before the tax man cares. Yeah, it's like there's a limit in the US. It's like if you make more than $600 from PayPal or whatever, they'll send you the form. If you make less than that, they don't do anything about it. It's just how it is. I did in fact do my taxes. Time, yeah, time is the best. Also, thank you Denchi for the gifted sub to a user that I have never seen. Investments have been something like 7.5% AER. I don't even know what that is. Welcome, Boarfish. Theoretically, I could try, but they would have to be itemized. Yeah, then the government knows who you're subscribed to. They're like, oh, okay, you claim this? Okay, you claim this subscription? Okay, well, oh, now we know you're subscribed to this person. Oh, you spend like $1 billion. You gifted this many subs to this VTuber? Okay, then we're gonna start watching this. Do you think that happens? Like, do you think like someone as a VTuber or VTuber viewer claims something VTuber related on their taxes, and then they get audited by the government, and then the government's like, you said you spent you spent this much money on this VTuber. I'm gonna go check that out. And then they start watching the stream, and then they get an Oshi. They're like, wait a second, this guy's onto something. Streamer, this person's awesome. Or like if you are a VTuber, government agent then knows your real name. I guess you don't have to say what your channel is, right? Just say that you are a VTuber. You don't even need to say. You just say you're a content creator, or whatever it's called. Creating things for online streaming. Is that a new one? Choco J Analyze. It's pretty good. I like that one. I'll be using that one because I tend to use it's a higher tier one. What? Okay, then I won't be using it. I usually use this one a lot. I think it's good. Whale taxes. What does the form require / do? I might need to know this. If you make more than a certain amount of money on PayPal or other online payment processing services, they would have sent you an email, so you would know about it. If you didn't fit the criteria, you probably did not get one. Maybe it doesn't matter. Michael, do you make money from online? How do you make your money online? Oh, I guess, yeah, like, if you are a streamer, you do get paid when Twitch pays you for Twitch subs or whatever. Payouts. I don't, but it's not related to me. Oh, I see. Someone else you know makes money from online payments. Warface says, am I not a month early? You can do your taxes before March. It's good if you do. Problem is that my tax guy is paid per line item. Is that how it works in Germany? Every expense, they're like, oh, look at this. You want to itemize this one thing? That's like $50. Interest rate, annual equivalent rate, I see. All right, have a good day, Namai. Thank you for testing your car. Thank you for testing your car for the environment. Trying to follow them as company expense would be more expensive than not doing it. I see. That seems annoying. So they're cutting all the IRS personnel. What? They're laying people off from the government. You can say you direct the VTuber. Can you though? Is that allowed? Related to someone I know who it might affect. Is it ChocoJax? Are you doing her taxes? Because she makes money from online payments. Made my Infinity Nikki character too pretty. It's distracting me. Well, that's a problem that you have to deal with. Okay, you did this to yourself. And therefore, you have to face the consequences. Anyway, I finally caught up with chat. Are you proud? They're like, oh, he's done it. He has read every message. Literally, every single message has been knowledge of some kind. Do you all get annoyed when you're watching a streamer and they're so behind in chat? And then you leave a comment and you're like, this is so relevant. I have the most relevant comment. And then they don't even read it until like 10 minutes later. Like, man, can't wait until I can't leave now. They haven't even gotten to my comment. What if they ask me something? Has that happened? Have you been in a stream, you leave a comment, and then the streamer asks you something, they finally get to your comment, and then they're like, oh yeah, about this message, blah blah blah. You're like, no, I'm not even there. I'm not even there to respond. Like, you know, in a different tab. I'm like playing games, you know? Pro streamer. I get so upset when ChocoJax reads my relevant messages 4 hours later then doesn't understand the context. That happens to me too. Like, not me watching her streams, but like me reading comments on my own stream. So sometimes I'll say something and then someone will like respond to it and then I'll be like, why did he say this? What did I say something about this message? And then I'm like, oh yeah, right, I talked about this thing like 5 minutes ago. Especially if it's a joke. It's like a joke that only makes sense in the context of like that 1 minute that I said the message. It makes me want to donate and refund. You can't do that. That'll mess up all of their analytics. You can't do that. Another whale? Why are there so many whales in here? What's the deal? Where even are these whales coming from? Tell me, so true. They'll read it a minute later, the context is gone, and they're like, why did he say that? Why did they even leave this message? What a strange message to say. And then later you're like, oh right, it's because I said something strange. And they're just responding to my strange message. McDonald's seats are better than Chipotle. No, I don't even know. Try to answer with yes, I agree. Oh yeah, that is also true. If you're like responding to like a yes/no question, you should qualify it with something. Especially if the streamer asks multiple questions in a row. I've done this many times, where I ask a question and then I immediately follow it up with like another question that is the opposite. It's like, should I be looking here? No, should I be looking there? And then they say yes, and you're like, okay, but which one did you say yes to? And they're like, oh god. You should say yes, that one, the first one. Or like, yes. Well, then if you say the first one, then you wouldn't have known because by the time you typed it, you didn't know that there's going to be a second one. Like, yes, should I go here? Yes, you should go here. And they're like, wait, where? What did he mean? Streamer thing. Yeah, that was streamer, that one. You should do this. You should go over there. Like when the streamer, okay, it's like when the streamer's like, oh, guys, where do I go? Is it here? Is it here? And then they start going the right way, and then they're like, oh, maybe it's not here. Like, yes, you're going the right way. But then by the time you said you're going the right way, they started going a different way. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, so this is the right way. And they start walking, you're like, no, the other way was the right way. You're like, okay, let me go this way. Like, no, you're going the wrong way. But then they are going the right way. But they weren't. See, they were going this way. Your left. Yeah, the left. You should turn, streamer, turn, it's the opposite. It's like back there. And they start going backwards. You're like, no, you were going the right way. To my left. Streamer, you should open that door. You should go there. Feels like I'm God, trying to tell my creation they should move that way, but there's delay. It's just like real life. It's literally real life. Welcome, Rojo Mild. That's why streamers should stand still. But then they're losing out on precious time. You can't do that. Don't they know that every second is essential? For real, for real. For real, for real. So real. Sometimes people ask where to go as a hypothetical. That's also true. It's like streamers are out there talking to themselves. And they're not actually asking for advice. They're just like, oh, maybe I should go this way. Should I go there? I don't know. Maybe I should go there. And then the chat is like, yes, you should go there. I've gone there many times. When I play this game, that's the first place I go. And sometimes you're like, thanks. That is actually exactly what I wanted to know. And sometimes it's like, I was just talking to myself, okay? I was just saying this to myself. There's like one time as a chatter though, I was watching someone play Dark Souls, and like there was like an item right in front of them, but they didn't pick it up. And then I said, because I actually thought it was funny, I was like, I like how they dropped right in front of the item and like didn't actually pick it up. But then I feel like it was misconstrued as me telling them that they should pick it up. And then like, oh no, should I pick that? Okay, I'll go pick it up. I was like, no, I just thought it was funny. I didn't mean to vaccine. I just thought it was funny. Like actually just funny. Did I get banned? No. I felt bad about it. Welcome, Carabelle. I was like, no, I just actually thought it was funny. No, I didn't mean to say you should pick up that item. But like, if it was me, I would have picked it up. me when I watch people play Balatro, I have to like resist being like, oh, actually, I would not have done that. Oh, you took that card? I think I would have done something. Oh, I would have sold this card first, and then you should have. When you use this card, I would have used this one and then sell it and then buy the other one. They didn't even know. Did I ever try to backseat Northern Line? I don't think so. I don't think the only thing I ever send in his chat is emotes. I never send anything meaningful. The only thing I say is that's not an emote is either +2 or so true. I wish you could look through your own chat history in a chat, because I would like to know what I've said. If I've ever said anything, any sort of meaningful message that is not just emotes or so true, or +2 or -2. I feel like I rarely do -2. If I don't like a joke, I just don't say anything. I want to know what my first messages were. See, unfortunately, I also can't find out because you have too many messages. When someone has more than 999 messages, you can't even see it. You can't even see the message. -2 feels bad unless the streamer would think it's funny. No, it depends on the streamer. Some people have that with their chat, where the chat is always antagonizing them. Chat is always like, as a streamer, they're doing this thing. I notice sometimes some streamers I watch, they also do a similar thing that I do, where I tell an unfunny joke, and then I try to explain it in like the most like descriptive way possible, because I know the joke is not funny. But me saying it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's funny because blah blah blah. Like, I do that. And then some people in my chat, they're like, I love that. That's actually, +2. And some streamers I watch, they do the exact same thing, and their chat is just like, they just stare. They type the awkward 7TV emote. I don't even know what it looks like. Some people just type, they just type this. I don't have 7TV, so I don't know what they're sending, but I see them type that word. And it's like, what? I thought it was funny. Awkward is a cat staring at the screen. Oh, I see. Well, I had no way to know. I just have to imagine. It's like yesterday when I think when Choco was raided and the raid message was Joel, and I was like, I know she doesn't have Joel enabled, but I know she has Joel spinning, teaching his son how to spin or whatever. I don't actually have that emote. I don't know what that emote looks like, and I just started typing it. She's like, I don't think I have that emote. I'm like, yes, you do. It's just not called that. Remember awkward turtle? I don't even know what that is. Can I add 7TV? I can, but I won't. That's the thing, is that I won't. Anyway, it happens. I find it funny when streamers explain unfunny jokes. I feel like the less funny a joke is, the funnier it is when they explain it. That's just me. That's just my opinion. You could choose to disagree, but I am objectively correct. Welcome, Namington. Like with Margot, some people are fun to tease in chat. That's actually the streamer that I was talking about. When I was talking about when I accidentally backseated, is when she was playing Dark Souls 1, and she dropped into that one place in the Dark Tombs or whatever. You know the part where Patches kicks you off the cliff, and then there's like 3 items right in front of you, and one of them is like the lantern. And then like she fell down there and she immediately turned the other way, and I was like, that's so funny that she just fell down there. There was like 3 items in front of her and she did not pick it up. She was not even interested. It's like, I was like, oh, I think that's funny, and then she's like, oh, maybe I should pick it up. I was like, no, I didn't mean to pick it up. I just thought it was funny. Oh god. Welcome, Bobatron. I think that too is great for jokes like wood fire pizza. Yeah, I think it's great. Some people don't like it though. Some people, they're like, streamer, joke is not funny, and also your explanation is not funny. And I'm like, that's too far. I think it's funny. Joke is fun to tease, but Wolfie isn't. Is that true? Is this real? Pizza's getting fired. Wood-fired pizza? I sure hope so. I sure hope that pizza, it sure is complex. Wood-fired pizza, no, cargo complex, right, guys? True, so true. And in Dark Souls, you should pick up all the items since they're not right. That's what I'm saying. No, there is downside. Sometimes when you pick up an item, it's like a trap. The item is there, but then there's an enemy that falls onto you, like the slimes. Welcome, props on Jack. Pizza, yeah, pizza D's. Got 'em. Pizza D's. Alright, guys. It's fun teasing Wolfie. Is it though? I feel like I don't react in such a way that makes it fun. When people just say things, I'm just like, yeah, it's true. But then other people, they play it up. They're like, no, guys, chat, no, come on, no, it's not true. That's not me. I'm just like, yeah, all right. It's like the more intense the reaction is, that makes people do it more. But I'm just like, no. I'm just a chill guy. Remember that meme? Chill guy meme? That's the guy who is just chill. Chat, is this real? I'm always overreacting. But that's the environment and not the item. Some games you might get overburdened or cursed. You pick up every item. That is understandable. It's true. I'm always overreacting. People, they try to trick me. They're like, Wolfie, you should go over there. I think it'd be really funny. And then I go over there and there's an enemy and it kills me, and I'm like, oh, you guys. You tricked me. Oh man. And then in other chats, it's like, chat, I freaking hate you guys. You always make me go the wrong way and this whatever. And it's like bantering. Anyway, I'm gonna drink water. I know. I knew Stanley was gonna post an emote at some point. And I was like, I was already planning on it. I just needed to finish my sentence. Alright, I've hydrated. Let me check if, oh, it's still not delivered. I'm delivering the air purifier. Do I prefer water over other drinks? Yes. Yes, I do. You know what drink is good though? Oat milk. Oat milk, I think, is quite good. They have it at work, and sometimes I drink it. And people, they tend to say you should mix the oat milk with other stuff. You should use it for lattes or whatever. No, not goat milk. Oat milk. Made from oats. Yes, I'm getting a new air purifier because the old one I have is broken. I actually spent a lot of time this weekend looking at reviews for for air purifiers. I was like, oh, I should get this one, and then I looked it up and it's like, oh, this is pretty popular on Amazon. And then I looked deeper, and then they're like, actually, this one's bad because like it doesn't clean like as efficiently. It's also really small. Like it might be good if you're like in a tiny place, but like honestly, you should try to get something larger. And I'm like, ah, oh, but I was gonna get that one. I think it would fit on my desk. But then I looked at other ones and I was like, oh, this one looks good. This one is well reviewed. And then it was like, oh, but actually no, you should consider getting this one. This one's like whatever. And I was like, all right. What about this one? And then I look at that one. It's like, oh, this one looks good. And then I check Reddit, and people are like, no, that sucks. You should never get anything from this company. I was like, all right. And then eventually I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna get this one. So I did. Do you all have air purifiers? The one that I had, it worked fine. I think it was too big though. Like my room is pretty small, and I feel like the one that I had was kind of overkill. In the sense that like it was very loud. It doesn't need to be that loud. To consider this, Choco has a loud voice and is fun to tease, while he has a normal voice and isn't. Ember has a quiet voice and is fun to get teased by. Is this true? Can other people confirm? Is this real? Should be called oat juice. Yeah, it's not even really milk. I don't know why it's called oat milk. Isn't it called oat drink? Aren't they not allowed to call it milk anymore? I got an Allen purifier because someone said they're good from r/buy it for life. Works just fine for 4 years. I would need a new filter probably. Are you not replacing your filters like every once in a while? You should be doing that. I have no air purifier. Denchi doesn't have. You should get one. They're pretty cheap, relatively, and I think you'll notice increased quality of air in your room. I have no air purifier. I like my air to have a mixture of various components. Yeah, but think of all the dust. Think of all the fine particulate matter. Now no purifier. I do use a humidifier in winter. It's so dry. This is the one that I got. It's called the, this is not an ad, not sponsored. What's it called? Which one did I get? Hold on. It's called the Levoit 100S or something. Levoit 100S. Oh, they got a dog. Look at this dog. It's not sponsored. Not sponsored. Another one I considered was the, what's the other one called? The New York Times. What's the best one? New York Times Wirecutter air purifier. The best rated air purifier for the past 10 years was this one. This one in the middle right there, the Cowan or the Kowei Air Mega. They always recommend this. And I'm like, wait, that's expensive though. 200? I'm not spending 200. You do have one? It's next to me. Which one do you have, Denji? Why would you say you don't have one? It's literally next to you. Do you just not remember? Anyway, it should be arriving. Here's the thing though. It also has, internet access, which I was like, why would I want internet access on my on my air purifier? It's like, why don't I just, you know, get a dumb one and then just have it turn on? Just press the button. Also, one feature, this is not an ad. The one feature that these have is that they have night mode. You know, like the previous air purifier I had, it had a light that was always on, which really sucked when it was nighttime and I tried to sleep. I had to like put tape over it just so that, you know, the light wouldn't bother me when I'm trying to sleep. And even then, it was still very distracting. But then I think a lot of newer ones, they have a thing where like they have a light sensor, where if they can tell that the light is off, they turn off the lights on the buttons. And I think that would be so good. I feel like everything should have a mode to turn off the lights. There's too many things with apps. Yeah, but I was like, yeah, maybe it'll be fine. Cause like, you know, then I could press a button on my Stream Deck and turn it off. That's cool. I purposely got a dumb one, which are more, generally speaking, more expensive. Can you believe that? They're not harvesting your data about your home. Telling me that they're not getting information on your usage patterns or anything. It's because it's a heater, but also purifies. What the? How does that work? Could I have an air purifier redeemed? No, I turn off my air purifier when I streamed. Back when it used to work, because it was too loud. But I think I've heard that these ones are pretty quiet. The one that I had was like too big. It was meant for a much larger room. Alan is pretty... I've never even heard of it. In all of my research, I have not even heard of it. Dyson. A Dyson? That's... Isn't that like the expensive brand? Isn't that like the name brand? Dyson HPO9. Oh, this is... Okay, I saw this one. I was like, this one seems like it would be so expensive. How much was this one? $50 billion. They're pretty, yeah, but then you could get something cheaper. What the Denshi? You have this one? You're telling me you have one of the $900,000 with his VTuber money, and you don't even know? You don't even know that you have it. Just buying all these expensive things and he doesn't even know. There's Allen air purifier. One other option that people have is they make their own ones. There's one called the what's it called? They get like a box fan and they just buy filters. Said it can filter out COVID. Maybe it can. What is this? DIY air filter. There's one. Yeah, this one. Some people, they just get one of these fans and then they buy 4 filters, they duct tape them. And they put them around the box fan. And actually it works pretty well apparently. They're like, it's actually better because like the airflow is much better. The air goes through here. Filters out all the particulate matter. Anyway. I'm looking forward to getting this one because it's small and I can move it around. DIY air filter, that's funny. Is it funny though? I thought it was kind of funny, but then I was like, actually this makes sense. It actually, you just buy the filters and then you just put it around the fan. Like what else do you need? It's just this. It's literally how it works. You can buy them for cheap. You don't need the proprietary filters. Yeah, just do this. It just works. But I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like doing it. But you could do it. You could consider doing it. Anyone purifying their air right now? Anyway, it's gonna get here today, hopefully. And I'm gonna check if it's actually quiet. Because what if it's so quiet I can actually leave it on during my stream? And then you don't even notice. Actually, I think the air purifier that I had was actually really useful back when that one Canadian wildfire thing was happening. Remember that one from last year or like 2 years ago? Back when Canada was entirely engulfed in flames. And then the air quality was awful. And I'm like, oh, thank God I have an air purifier. I think it was good. I think it probably did help in my room. But since it's also smaller, I could also move it around my room. I could, you know, like when I'm going to bed, I can move it like in front of my bed. And then when I'm sitting near my computer, I could point it toward me. Because I note that dust tends to accumulate around my computer. I don't know if that's just because like that's where I sit most of the day. And as you all know, dust is mostly just dead skin cells. Some people, they're like, why is there dust in my room? I don't go outside. I'm indoors all the time. I thought dust comes from outside. But dust is actually, it's from your dead skin. Denchi, did you not know that? Carabal, did you not know that? Welcome, Tattlebag. Any progress on jumping cat vehicle? Nope, I have not touched Godot since last time. I actually made a very funny tweet and whatever blue sky messages are called, a post. I was like, guys, I feel exactly like a game developer because I've been watching so many game dev videos and not actually making games. And on Twitter, people just like the post. They're like, whatever. I think this is cool. Some people responded. They thought it was funny. But on Blue Sky, I think that's where all the game developers are. Because I got many responses, so many replies from game developers. They're like, so true. I feel so called out. You didn't have to call me out on this like this. I would like to join a game jam, but it's like, you know, whatever. The people feel they did. They're like, so true. Oh my god, this is me, literally me. Blue Sky, that's where all the game devs are. You didn't know? You didn't know that dust is dead skin? Well, yeah, we are the dust. The entire time I was like, why is my room so dusty? I don't even go outside that much. And then when I read up on air purifiers, they were like, hey, do you know that your room is dustier than other rooms simply because you're like sleeping there most of the time and then your skin cells are like on your bed. That's why your dust, sorry, your dust. That's why your bed is so dusty. It's because your dead skin just accumulates there. And that's how it is. And so now I'm like, you know, if I can move my air purifier around, I would simply point it at my bed when I'm sleeping. And then, you know, during the day, I could just point it at my computer or whatever. Yeah, that's why your dust is so Betty. D-Dust 2. D-Dust 2, am I right, guys? So true. So true, Wolfie. Tua will never not be funny. That's the new Among Us. You know, every time people say Among, people go, whoa, Among Us? Sus? Now every time people say two, people say Tua. It happens all the time in Northern Lions chat. He'll say two, and then chatters, you can always expect at least one person to say Tua. So true, plus Tua. Dust is dust. My main use case is cooking odors. Well, I care about the dust, okay? I care about the fine particulate matter. I mean, I feel like, yeah, cooking odors, I feel like with those, you need like one of those carbon things, right? Some of the filters, they got the carbon filter. Wildfire smoke. Wildfire. How's smoke gonna get a job now, guys? It doesn't even make sense. Denchi does that, you do what? Tua? Plus Tua? Tua. When she goes on a tour and she calls it the Tua. The world tour. Wow. Hilarious. Carbon is needed. A regular HEPA filter may make it worse. Is that true? What is the deal with HEPA filters? I've heard that Dyson sued a company for using the word HEPA. And they're like, actually, it's not real HEPA. You can't call this true HEPA. It's not real HEPA. It's not even real HEPA. And then I read the threads online and people are like, yes, it's fine. It's not actually that bad. Even though it's not real HEPA, it still works great. Make it worse because wind is blowing the smell around and not getting as much captured. I see. HEPA filters. HEPA fees. Anyway, what else is going on? I've talked about everything on my agenda. I talked about taxes, I talked about air purifiers. What else is even out there? Let me refresh. It's still not delivered. Why is it taking so long? It'll be here soon. Osaka. Oh yeah, do you see in Yotsuba? The comic known as Yotsuba, the manga, sorry, I forgot, the manga. Actually, Wolfie is not a comic, it's a manga. In Yotsubato, that Osaka from Azumanga Daioh is going to be in the comic, and she's a teacher. Spoilers, if you care about Yotsuba, this is spoilers, that she shows up, and she is older now, and she is there. She has a teacher. Spoilers. Wait, what is true? Well, it's not. We don't know. It looks true. It looks like it's true. I think it has not been released yet, but people somehow got photos. What if it's an elaborate scam? What if someone just was so good at imitating the art style? It did release? Okay, well, I guess it is real then. The tweet that I read was like, it's not actually out yet, but here's some images. In any case, it looks I can't read. It looks like my purifier recommends 9 to 12 months per exchange. Yeah, that is pretty standard. That is true. You could choose if your I can't even. What's wrong with me today? I can't even talk. My air purifier. If your air purifier is one of the popular ones, and you want to buy replacement pre-filters, there's many third-party ones that are much cheaper, and they work perfectly fine. You don't have to buy the specific company one. That's what I did for my previous air purifier. Is that I saw the prices and then I was like, what the, this much? And then I checked Amazon and it's like, oh look, there's a third-party one that is like 1/3 the price. And then I got those. It has a sensor which looks at the sensor level, looks at the particulate matter level, which mine says is good. I see. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself to good air. You don't have to. Me, when I spent over 300 bucks on a filter or on the purifier? Surely not on the filter. That can't be 300. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's good. I didn't even talk about why my old purifier is broken. Actually, I don't think I ever talked about this on stream. There was like one day, like I think it was last month or like 2 months ago, when the heat in my house just stopped working. The what is it called? The thing that provides heat in homes was just not working. And it was the coldest day, one of the coldest days, a furnace, yes, that's what it was. And then I was like, what's the deal? What is this? And I had to call someone to fix it. You guys know what a pilot light is? I didn't know this until like a month ago. There's like a light that stays on, and then there's a thing called a thermocouple. You know about this? Are you aware of this? If you didn't, I will explain it. So the furnace is what provides heat. It'll boil water, and then the water goes to your radiator and it makes things hot. But then there's like, yeah, I was learning the basics, yes. It was broken. The pilot light would not stay on. Anyway, there's this light that is called the pilot light. I don't know why it's called that, but there's like this small light that stays on. And by light, I mean flame. And you use that to ignite the larger flame. Now, sometimes that light goes out, and all you gotta do is you gotta just light the flame again, and it works. But then there's a case where sometimes there's this device called a thermocouple, and it's broken. Sometimes it needs to be replaced, or like there's ash on it or whatever. And what that is, a thermocouple is a thing that detects whether heat is present, and if not, then it turns off the flame. And you're like, but why would I want that? It's because, if you know, the pilot light requires, also yes, gas furnaces, is that the heat is provided by gas. And if the gas is on, but there's no flame, it means there could be a gas leak. And that's why the thermocouple, if it detects that the gas is on, but there's no heat, it's like, oh, well, there's no fire, so I should turn off to stop a gas leak. You know, sometimes the thermocouple is broken, in which case it will always turn off the gas. And then it's like, oh, shoot. Well, now I have no heat. You gotta replace it. And that's what happened. Now, you can do it yourself. I watch many YouTube videos, and it's like, it's actually quite simple. All you gotta do is just do this thing, and then, you know, then you clean off the end of it, and it's fine. But I tried, and it was like, I could not get in there. And then anyway, eventually, someone came over and fixed it. Yes, it was the thermocouple. But anyway, you're like, Wolfie, how is this related to your air purifier breaking? Well, since I had no heat, I did have one of those electronic heaters where you plug it in and then it provides heat. And I left that on. But then I think I had it connected to the same electrical, whatever the thing is called, circuit breaker. What is it called? Not circuit breaker. Those things that split the electrical thing into multiple things. It was connected to the same thing as my air purifier, and I think as soon as I turned it on, maybe it drew too much current. No, not a power strip. It's similar to a power strip, not a circuit breaker. What are those things called? Let me check. Belkin makes them. Belkin surge protector. Surge protector. Yes, it was on the same surge protector. I guess these are called power strips, right? Are they the same thing? I guess they're the same thing. It was on the same thing. It drew too much current, and I think it sent too much electricity to my air purifier, and then as you know, air purifiers work by spinning a fan around. I think maybe it started spinning too fast, but then there's a thing built into it where it knows if if it gets too much current, there's like a fuse, and then the fuse breaks. And then it doesn't work unless you replace the fuse, and then there's like the motor gets misaligned, and it's like, oh god, there's so much stuff. And then I was like, oh, it's not working. I can turn it on, but it'll make this horrendous noise. It is the worst sounding noise you will ever hear. And I was like, well, I could try to fix it. I could try to get this repaired, but it is very old. It is out of warranty. And I'm sure I could probably get another one for a decent price that is probably better, because the one that I have is very old. And the newer models are, they're probably quieter. They probably work better. And then I did. Space heaters need to, yeah, I learned that. It worked fine for a long time. And then it was only when I turned it off and then I turned it back on the next day that happened. So I don't know, maybe because by default when you turn it on, it's like on the high setting. Maybe when I turned it on the first time, it was on low. I don't know. Anyway, that's why it's broken now. That's why I'm now getting a new air purifier. But it is exciting. Getting a new thing, so cool. Getting new stuff, love getting new stuff. Anyway, that's my story. And that's the lore. Now you can all recall, you can be like, oh, remember that time when Wolfie explained thermocouples to us? Remember when he explained pilot lights? I was there. Remember when his air purifier arrived? True. So true. When is it gonna arrive? I specifically scheduled a later date for them to deliver it. Like, I could have had it delivered yesterday, but like, I go to the office on Tuesdays. So I didn't want a case where like it gets delivered to my house and then I'm like not at home. And then someone steals it. So I was like, you know, deliver it on Wednesday. And surely it will happen today. Eventually, I will get a notification as soon as... Did you know that there's a thing on Amazon where if you search for thank my delivery driver, they get $5? This was a thing on Twitter and I was like, there's no way this is real. It's real. You give them free money. There's literally no downside. Remember hearing that, right? Every single time I order like something from Amazon, I do that now. If you go to Amazon, you search thank my delivery driver and you had a delivery in like the past week or something, there's a button you can click and it's like, oh, thank you. We will relay this to them. And also they'll get like an extra $5. Oh, great. Cost me nothing and they get money. That's awesome. Now, I think the way it works is that there's a limit on how many per year they can get. So it's like, it's not like they can, you know, everyone can just press it and they get everything. It's like, maybe it's like up to $1,000 or something. Why does it seem dystopian? Yeah, it's like they should just give them that money anyway, right? Now it depends on people to know that you have to like go on Amazon and search for like thank my delivery driver. Is there an option where I get the money? You could ask, maybe when your delivery driver shows up, you can be like, hey, can you give me $3 and I can thank you? And then you get $5 and they're like, no. Is it? And then okay, but what if I show you on my computer, on my phone? I'll show you that I'm doing it. And they're like, yeah, I don't know about that. Come on, man, just $2. Come on. I saw a package on my neighbor's porch, and it was like someone could totally just take that. Yes, I also think that sometimes. I'm like, well, this. Sometimes they put the package in such a place that it's like so easy for people to see. You know, if you place it like literally like, you know, 1 meter back there, it would have been well hidden. But they just had to put it like right visible from the street. It's too much. The promotion where eligible drivers receive $5 for every thank you until the first 2 million thank yous will reach starting on December 4th. As of December 10th, we have received over 2 million, so the promotion's over. What? It's a promotion? I thought it was like a thing that you could just always do. It's over now, man. Well, I did it twice. So that means someone out there, 2 people out there received $5. I gave $10. They could have put it between the screen door, but the actual door. Yeah, what are they doing? Those delivery people. I mean, I feel like when they deliver packages for me, they usually put it in a good spot. You can still search it and it tells them thanks. But then they don't get anything for it. Well, maybe it factors into like their promotions. You know, like their boss is like, oh, okay, look, given your performance this year, seems good. Oh, but look at this, you got like 1 billion thanks. I don't blame the delivery people, really. They don't make much. Oh, hold on, I got an email. Your order has been delivered. Okay, I'm gonna BRB for like 1 or 2 minutes. I'm gonna go get the box from outside, so it's not sitting out there. BRB. I don't know why I paused the music. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Alright, I have it. It is now inside. It's not sitting out there outside where people can steal it. But I will not open it until after the stream. Yo, air purifier unboxing stream, guys. Without webcam, I just described it. Welcome home, M. Sinica. Fish rolfing. I literally have a fishing emote. Why would you not even post a real fishing emote? Whoa, what the he's describing the air purifier. Okay guys, I'm opening it up. Unpacking ASMR. It's like, look at this. Oh, there's an instruction manual, and then I read the instruction manual. It's like, please remove the plastic from the filter. Do you know that's a thing? Is that sometimes air purifiers, they have like, they wrap the filter in plastic so that the filter is not used until it's actually unboxed. But then some people, they don't know. They don't even remove the plastic from the filter, they just start using it. It's like, man, how do you not know? And then they had to put like big yellow sign on it that's like, hey, before you turn it on, that filter, it is wrapped in plastic, and so your filter is not going to work. And then they know. And then they know. Anyway. Yeah, unboxing stream. Do you all watch unboxing videos? What was the last unboxing video you watched? Mine was for this air purifier. I had to know. My main use case for watching those was to know, you know, what it looked like, how big it was. There's like two models that are similar, and I got the smaller one. And I was like, is the bigger one really like that much bigger? And like, it wasn't that much bigger, but it was big enough that it would have been less convenient to move it around. And so I'm like, this one, I'm gonna elevate it. I'm gonna put it on my desk. Not on my desk, but like on a elevated place near my desk. Simply because I think it would be cool. I have a frozen pizza that says to remove the plastic wrapping on it before cooking. What if I like microplastics? Yeah, what if? Sometimes I see videos on YouTube. There's like a channel called Japan Eat or whatever. He does like YouTube shorts of him like going to places in Japan and like eating food. Sometimes he does reviews of stuff from like 7-Eleven. And like, he microwaves the stuff with the plastic on it. I'm like, is that not weird? Like, is that not weird? I always thought that was weird. Why would you not remove the plastic? But like, I guess it was meant for that. Like, they designed the plastic such that it's meant to be microwaved. But I've like never seen that. Yeah, some plastic is microwavable, but it's like, I feel like I would remove the plastic anyway, right? I don't know. I don't think I've ever microwaved plastic before. They still leach some microplastics. Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, why? Why don't you just remove the plastic? Why is he not even doing this, man? What was the last... Okay, that's what I was asking. What was the last unboxing video you watched? Besides the air purifier ones, what was the last unboxing video I watched? Is there a product that I was interested in seeing an unboxing of? I don't even know. Couldn't even remember. Plastic adds flavor like melted cheese. What if you buy like the individually wrapped cheese slices and then you don't unwrap the cheese? You just keep the plastic on there. Had to be years ago. Let me check my history. Is there a way to... Oh, okay, let me search thank my driver. Thank my driver. Even if it gives them nothing... Oh, look at this. They recommend... You know when you start typing things into Amazon, it like recommends stuff? If you type thank my, it says thank my driver, thank my delivery driver, thank my driver, please tip $5. Thank my drive, thank my Amazon driver, please. Thank my delivery man, thank my driver, please. I'm gonna click thank my driver. Thank my driver, give thanks. You can only thank your driver for deliveries made in the last 14 days. I literally got a delivery. What are they talking about? What are they even doing? Well, I guess I'll do it later. The bus driver. I've never thanked my bus driver. No, I've thanked a bus driver. It was not a bus that it was on. I was waiting at the bus stop. And they were there. And they helped in some way. You have to do it. You have to, in Fortnite. Oh, but I've done it in Fortnite. Not in real life though. I feel like I don't think I've seen anyone thank the bus driver. Unless it was like a specific situation, such as like, you know, if you're like running for the bus and then it's like it's about to leave, but then the bus driver notices and then they stay for a little bit. I think that's the only time I've seen someone thank the bus driver. Besides that, people just get on and off the bus. Oh, unless it's like an elderly person or like someone with a wheelchair, you know, because they gotta like press the button to lower the wheelchair thing, and then they thank them. But you know, just regular customers, I just don't see them thanking them. New Yorkers are different. It is true, maybe. I don't know. I didn't even know it was a thing until Fortnite added it. Why can't they pick this up? It says this buddy is empty. What are you talking about? There's a thing right here. There it is. Make sure to thank your struggle bus driver. Struggle bus? What does that mean? Alright, let's talk about unboxing videos. Can I search my watch history? Is there a way to search your watch history for unboxing videos? I never search for unboxing videos. It's always like I look for a product and then like it happens to be in the results. But I'm never like, oh, I wonder what this looks like when it's unboxed. What is in my history? Why are there no boxing videos? There's a lot of them. Didn't you know there was that one famous one? Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul or whatever? That one was a pretty popular one. People putting stuff back into boxing anyway. What if you just play the video in reverse? Then that is that. That is literally the same. Okay, my watch history. Where are my unboxing videos? Delta, you know, I learned about delta time, physics in games. I didn't even know. I just, you know, in my code, I was simply adding, when I was determining speed, I was simply adding acceleration times delta time. Do you know that there's integration methods that you have to do if your acceleration is changing? I didn't know that. I was like, what the? I never thought about this. You have to do it. There's like Verlex, what is it called? Does anyone know? Verlet integration? There's like RK4 integration you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta like add half the thing and then, I don't know. It's like, I didn't even know. Didn't even realize. But they're like, you know, it's fine most of the time to just do it that way. You don't have to do Verlet integration. That'd be cheating. Playing the video in reverse? No. That would never happen. I watch game dev. I've been watching a lot of game dev videos. I don't even make games. I don't even know video games. Godot UI videos. And then what? Northern Lion VODs. More air purifier videos. A lot of air purifier videos. Some video game trailers. Some Pico 8 game reviews. Not even reviews, just like, here's some Pico 8 games you should play. And then I look at them and I'm like, that's a cool looking game. And then I don't play them. But I could play them. What about boxing? Anyone even... What was the last thing you unboxed? Was there a product you purchased in the past month that came in a box and you removed the box? What have I purchased? I don't even know. Pico 8? No, Pico 8. Pico 8. Let me search for my tag. Purchase. I do have a tag on my notes for purchase. Crocodile 3D. I purchased it on Feb 08. Pico 8 purchased Jan 26. Jan 18th purchased toothpaste. I bought some toothpaste. Welcome Hamflow. Got a new controller. The PS5 DualSense. Do you have a PS5? Or are you buying it for PC gaming? I don't have one. I have a third-party controller. I have the 8-bit Do or 8-bit Do. I always don't know how to pronounce. 8-bit Do SN35 Plus or something like that. It's pretty good. For PC gaming. This guy is gaming. This guy is out there. The games. 8-bit Do. 8-bit Do. About to be IR resistant goggles. Working with IR lasers. What? For work or like for... I guess it would be for work. Probably. I don't know. Maybe you have like a hobby that just has IR lasers for some reason. Don't even know. We don't even know. Anyway, the next thing I'm gonna unbox is that air purifier. Work and home. What? Using IR resistant goggles for your own home? For what? Does anyone have smart devices? Things that are controlled via Wi-Fi, such as electronics. I was like looking at this air purifier and then I was looking at the reviews and then people were like, oh yeah, I love that it's internet connected. It uses the same app as my air fryer. I'm like, you you have your air fryer controlled via Wi-Fi? Isn't that dangerous? Can someone just like hack into your home and just like cause your air fryer to turn on? Is that like a thing? I was like, I don't mind for air purifier, because what are they gonna do? They're gonna turn on the air purifier and my home's gonna be like, you know, have better air. But like for an air fryer though, like what benefit do you have? I guess you could like time it. You can like measure. I don't know. See the internal. Why would you even need your air purifier? Sorry, air fryer. I can't even talk. Air fryer to be internet connected. Technically, I don't need them since the power generated by the IR laser diode is so little that no harm can be done. Still better safe than sorry. Everything is just constantly shining infrared light at us anyway. Like all of our phones are doing it. All of the facial detection features on your iPhone or your Android phone, if it has it, they're just constantly emitting light that we can't see. It's always shining. All VTubers that use iPhone tracking is constantly shining many lights at them. That's how it works. I only have a smartphone and a smart TV. I don't even have a smart TV. I don't even have a TV. I guess I do, I just don't use it. But it was from many years ago. I don't know if it's a smart TV. Isn't it like really hard to find non-smart TVs nowadays? Like, I haven't purchased a TV in like a long time. But isn't it like they're all now like they're all smart. If you want to buy one that's like has no internet connectivity, it's like more expensive. You gotta pay extra for that. 2K extra? What the? That's a lot more money. I mean, I guess it's like the thing for the smart TVs is that it's cheaper because they get to collect your data. They're like, okay, now you buy this, it has, you know, it's smart. We have smart integrations. The smart TV never set it up to use my Wi-Fi, but it knows, surely it knows things. Even if you don't set it up, it's probably still collecting data for some stuff. Is that true? Yes. It's because we are the product. It's collecting information about devices on your network and like, I don't know, signal strength of hotspots nearby. They also show ads, it's true. It might be collecting data, but it can't send it anywhere. Is that true? I guess it is true. What if it has its own? No, it probably doesn't. That would be very expensive. What if it just has a satellite connection? What if it has 4G enabled? It probably doesn't. What was I saying? Something? I was saying something. Tracking. You're always tracking your information. That's why things are cheaper now. That's why websites are cheaper now. Services, you need to pay, you know, the applications harvesting your data. Does anyone get this thing where like Google Chrome is constantly asking to access devices on your network to determine like casting things? I always get that permission pop-up and I'm like, I don't want that. I always deny it. And then the next week it's like, hey, would you like to grant Google Chrome access to your devices on your network? This will allow you to share content between your devices. And I'm like, nope. I don't want to do that. And for me specifically, I only see that because I'm on Mac. If you're on Windows, it probably just does that without you having to give it permission. It probably just implicitly has the permission to do all that stuff. Other companies also pay money to the manufacturer to have their apps pre-installed. That is true. They do have the remotes that have like different services built in. Like if you buy a smart TV, it might have like a Netflix button on it. It might have like some obscure like third-party streaming platform that no one has heard of and has probably gone bankrupt in the last like 5 years. But then that button is still on the remote. Scary. What? It's true. I forgot what I said, but it's probably true. What did I say? See, I'm doing this thing again. The thing that I said streamers do. When they say a thing and then chat reacts to it, but they don't remember what they said. What did I say? Oh, the permissions for viewing devices on your network. Yeah. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does that. Samsung phones trying to connect to Samsung TVs. I don't even have a Samsung. Haven't had a Samsung phone in years. Or a Samsung TV. Is it true that it's actually pronounced Samsung? Because it's like, you know, you think about it, it's like, it's Korean. So it's like, it would be pronounced as if it was Korean. Which it is. And I didn't think about this until I think I heard like Northern Line say, you know, because he lived in Korea for a long time. And he's like, oh yeah, right. I never thought about this. Everyone just says Samsung, but like, surely that's not how it's pronounced in Korean. I don't know how they pronounce stuff. Surely they don't say Samsung. Samsung? How are the lyrics? Yeah, both got them. Both of these Sams. You're watching on yours, your phone, or your I guess on your TV. You're watching on your Samsung TV. Remember having an old Samsung S5? It had the remote control feature for TVs. Oh yeah. remotes. Controlling your TV with your phone. Anyway, I forgot about my question about smart devices. Does anyone have smart devices that you've set up in your home that you think are convenient? Because I know some people, they have like, you know, maybe they have like a button on their Stream Deck and it like turns on the lights in their room. Or like they have like smart home automation where, you know, you schedule your lights to turn on at a certain time. Or like maybe your garage door, make sure you have a automation to close your garage door at a certain time. I don't know, I've never really had that. I did a long time ago. I had one of those Google Home Mini devices. I've told this story. It was like back when, I think around when the Google Home Mini first came out. And then they were doing like promotions in New York City and other cities where they had like a pop-up store. And I think the Google Home Mini is kind of shaped like a donut in some ways. And their promo was like, hey, come over to this donut shop. It was not actually a donut shop, but it was like pretending to be like a donut factory. You would go in there and then you like, the thing was like you would press the button. It would make like a ding sound and then you would ask the Google Home Mini a question like, hey Google, how many elephants can fit in a football stadium or whatever? And then it would answer it. And then after you answer your question, it will there's like a conveyor belt and it would give you a random thing from the conveyor belt. Most of the time it was just a donut, but then if you were lucky, you could win a Google Home Mini. And this was not that far away from the office I worked at. And so what happened was once that promo happened, many people throughout the workday, they just like would just leave the office and go and like walk over like 10 to 15 minutes, go over there and try getting one. And then if they failed, they would just go back in line. I think they technically tried to limit you to like once per day or something, but like, you know, you could, they don't always recognize you. And so I was there as well. All my coworkers were there. We were not working. We were just going to that Google Home Mini promo place, just trying to get one. And I did eventually win one. And then I brought it home. That's actually when I started using Spotify. It was like they had Spotify on it, and I was like, oh, you know what? I would like to play some music. And then I just said, hey, can you play some whatever music? And then I was like, oh wait, they have like Japanese songs on here. And then I started using it. And now I've been using Spotify ever since. They sent me a Google Home Mini for free for what? Spotify did a promo at some point where they would also give you one of those for free. So I actually have two of them. I've never opened the second one. But I did have the first one. They did that for some paying YouTube Premium customers. Oh wait, is that why I have it? I forget if I got mine from the YouTube promo or from the Spotify one. I think it was Spotify. I actually don't know. Maybe it was YouTube. Accepted it and never used it, threw it away. What, you could have sold it. You could have given it to your family or whatever. They sell for $2. Okay, that's not even... I guess if you had sold it, it would not even be worth it. The shipping would cost more than like the value you get from it. Welcome, Ultracar. Your parents didn't want. What about I don't even know. What about I don't know. Didn't even want to put that, but it's always listening. Welcome, good cat. Yes, man. You could just use it as a speaker. You could just use it. Anyway, I did find out though that they are useful if someone happens to become disabled at some point. Don't ask me how I know this. Is that if they're unable to then use their hands, they can simply just say to the device and then it can answer the questions and they can make phone calls. And it was actually very useful somehow, theoretically. Anyway, I haven't used it though ever since. It's not been a thing that has been turned on in my home for many years. But I do still have it. Right? You don't think about it. You're like, oh yeah, when would I ever use this? But what if you are in a situation where you cannot use your hands to call someone? Then you can just say to the device, and then it does that. And then you can be like, oh yeah, turn off the lights, turn on the lights. I would not set mine up to like allow it to purchase things though. I know some people, they have like their Alexa or whatever, so that you can just tell it to buy stuff and then it'll just do it for you. People have gotten into situations where like their parrot learned like how to say, hey Alexa, purchase whatever, whatever. And then people wake up and they're like, why do I have like 10 purchases of bird food? And then they go over their like recordings overnight and it's like, oh shoot, my parrot learned me saying to order the bird food. Use mine for music when cooking, mine's in the kitchen. I guess that would also make sense. You could just be like, yeah, my hands are greasy, I can't be pressing buttons. Just tell it what to do and then it does it. Yeah, just buy me, hey Alexa, purchase 20 gifted subscriptions to twitch.tv/waffles. And then it does it. Alexa, yeah, Alexa, ban that guy. Alexa, unpurify that guy's air. Anti air purify that. If you get Alexa, she will spy on you. Yeah, not like the other ones. It's only Alexa. You all know you can trust Siri and Google Home Mini and Bixby. Isn't that's a Samsung one? Bixby. And also whatever other ones exist. Voice control is convenient. I wish there weren't privacy concerns. Aren't some of these like on device only? Like Siri? That's why it's bad. I think people dislike Siri because the results are not good. But isn't it because it's like on device only? And then it's only when you're asking to look up specific stuff that requires internet that it reaches out? I don't know. Remove that guy's ability to type the letter E. Get him out of here. I do like the OK Google thing on my phone. I use it sometimes to play, pause YouTube videos when I'm speaking on my phone or ask for the weather. I very much turn those off. I think the first thing I did when I got my iPhone was like, when you get to set it up, it's like, do you want to set up Siri? I'm like, nope. It's like, okay, you can do this later in the settings if you want. And I'm like, nope. Nope, I'm not turning that on. It's like, hey, make sure you complete your setup. It looks like you haven't set up Siri yet. You can do that right now. Nope. I don't want to. I bet it's still listening. I think by law, they're required to have it so that there's a way to turn off the detection. Like a physical way that's not in software. I think so, right? It has to be a hardware switch. Somewhere. I don't know. But that's a thing. That's a thing to consider. Your data is out there, constantly listening. Me, when I talk to my coworkers in the office and then they tell me about a YouTube video they've been seeing, and then I'm like, oh, interesting. And then the next day I check my YouTube and that video is on my recommended. And I'm like, they are listening. I didn't even realize everyone left. Haven't even been in the game. Surely there's an NSA backdoor. Did you hear that the UK is trying to make, I forget if it was Apple or Google or something. The UK was trying to like force them to put a backdoor in their encryption or something. Let me look at it. Is this true? Did I make this up? UK encryption backdoor. What happened? What was it? Was in the news. It's Apple. They're like, hey, UK Apple, you gotta add some freaking backdoor to your encryption so that we have access to everything. And then people are like, well, if you add backdoor specifically for the UK, that means everyone then has access to it. I saw that. I think they decided not to do it. Apple drops encryption. Wait, Apple drops encryption feature for UK users. Okay, so they made everyone not have encrypted data. Well, that sucks if you are in the UK and are an Apple user. Is that real? Did they really do that? Apple pulls data protection tool after UK government agency. UK government security row. Advanced data protection means only account holders can view items such as photos or documents. The UK asked for the right to see the data. Okay, so now you can't do this in the UK. Coworkers probably saw said video because YouTube was pushing it in the recommend and you also saw it. No, they were specifically searching for it. There was a channel that they were specifically had chosen to watch. Anyway, I guess that's the thing now, is that eventually not all UK customer data stored on iCloud will be fully encrypted. Oh man. They got too greedy. The UK was like, yeah, give us all your data. Let us see all your data. And then Apple was like, nope, I don't think so. Anyway, yes, I will drink water. I will do it right now. Alright, I'm hydrated. Anyway, any fans of encryption? Anyone out there encrypting all their data constantly? Everyone goes, OMG me, I'm doing that. It's me, I love encryption. Hey, if you love encryption, this today's sponsor, VPN. That's right, not a specific VPN, just the concept of VPNs in general. Use it now. Hey guys, do you know that when you go on websites they track your data, and if you do this you they don't see your data? Inscription. Encryption. Today's sponsor is HMAC SHA 256. It's not even encryption, it's simply signature verification. So a way to make sure that the person who sent the message is possibly who you think they are. AES 256. Diffie-Hellman. It's asymmetric key encryption. That's symmetric. Wolfie. It's symmetric. I said Diffie-Hellman. That is specifically symmetrical, right? He said the wrong thing. He didn't even remember. Elliptic curves, yeah. EC, what is it called? EC, let me check. LS-L SSH ED 25519. Today's sponsor, ED 25519. Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Symmetric. See, I knew it. I said asymmetric at first, and then I remembered that I said it wrong. You can now call me out. He said Diffie-Hellman was asymmetric. Cancel him. Cancel him. That's not the right. He said the wrong thing. T-Mux. It's all about Zelaj now. Do you know Zelaj? I didn't even know that was a thing. Zelaj. I don't use it. I use T-Mux. People are talking about different software that exists. Anyway, VPNs. You know who's been advertising VPNs in New York City subways? Mulvad. That's right, Mulvad VPN. The only VPN that I actually trust. Not sponsored. Not sponsored, but they have ads in the New York subway. And like, what are they doing running ads? Aren't they a respectable company? The only ads that I see are like from NordVPN and like others that I don't really trust. NordVPN and Windscribe or whatever. NordVPN, more like ignored VPN because I don't use it. Am I right, guys? So true. So true, Wolfie. I, in fact, don't use it. Nord. More like stupid. What makes one more trustworthy than another? It's specifically their approach to when the government asks them for data. If they have evidence that they have not actually given them any worthwhile data. I think Movad specifically, they have been ordered by whatever government their country is in to give them data, and then they're like, oh, actually, yeah, they asked us to give them data, and we had nothing, so we gave them what we had, which is nothing. It's like, okay, that's, you know, you can trust them. Also, the fact that Movad VPN, they did things specifically that are not good for business. There was one where it's like, you know, like when you buy services online, you use your credit card, and then like typically for better service, you like have it auto renew so that, you know, you can make sure you get their money as it renews. They specifically disable the option to do auto renew because then they're like, okay, well, they have your credit card, they can track, you know, that you're using this, and then, you know, when it renews, they're like, oh, this person actively uses this VPN. They try to make it harder for people to keep track of that. And I was going to mention this as well. You can mail them $5 in cash with your account number, and then they'll just debit your account. You don't have to even use a credit card. It's like, okay, if they're going to go to that length, surely they value privacy. And I don't know if other companies do that, but they definitely do it, and they're known for it. But also, isn't Mozilla VPN basically the same thing? Mozilla VPN uses Movad under the hood, and yet it's cheaper? How does that work? Does that mean is Mozilla then selling your data? I don't know. Because, like, okay, see, if you get Mozilla VPN, it's like $5 plus tax. But then Movad itself, I think Movad is like €5, which is more than $5. Possibly. What is their pricing? Mozilla has is €5. So like depending on exchange rates, sure. It is slightly more expensive. Mozilla has auto renew. True. Probably. Anyway, if you want to save 24 cents, you could get this instead. With possibly less privacy, because then, you know, you gotta go through this. They have like a different app as well. I don't know. Oops, I didn't even realize I was catching a fish. Anyway, VPNs. Welcome, Polyglitch. Does Mozilla take crypto/checks in the mail? I don't think they do. I don't know if any company besides Movad does that. Oh, they do? Okay, never mind. I guess they do then. Maybe it's fine. Or maybe it's not fine. No one truly even knows. Why did I start talking about VPNs? Oh, sponsorships. I was like, why did I talk about encryption? I don't remember how I got here. They have a company to address checks to. They also have wallet codes. I see. Well, that's cool then. Good for them. Classic internet companies that possibly act on best interest of their users. Everyone's always sponsoring things. What if I got sponsored? Oh wait, they're adding a new Twitch thing that is allows you to see sponsorship deals in your Twitch dashboard. It used to be off-site for Stream Elements, but now partners have it built into their Twitch dashboard. So now it's an official thing. I'm kind of surprised they went with like Stream Elements though, Like, I would have assumed that Twitch would have their own, like, you know, their own thing for sponsorships. They specifically, they added stream elements to your dashboard. Hopefully that lets people use it outside the US. Was it US only? I had no idea. I guess being someone from the US, I don't notice when things are US only because, like, it doesn't affect me. Classic entitled US user. I'm just like, oh yeah, of course it always worked for me, yeah, obviously. Never seen it not work. But it's because I was in the region that it does work in. I've never accepted a Stream Element sponsorship, and I don't know if I ever will. I think specifically because they're all, like, engagement based. They're all like, you got to get people to sign up and then actually, like, use your code. And it's like, it doesn't feel worth it. Welcome Cryptic Command, welcome Grey Jumbo, get that bread. It's not even that much money though. It's like, why would I do that? I get paid enough from my day job for me to do a sponsorship for, like, what, $100? That's like not even anything. Not to say it's nothing, but it's like, I don't know. Because, like, to get that $100, you have to, like, get, like, 10 people to sign up. And that's, like, a lot of effort. Like, I've never watched a streamer do a sponsorship and think, oh, great, I would love to. I would definitely go on this website and use their code to purchase a product. I feel like the only time I would consider doing that if it was something that I was going to buy anyway. But I don't think it has happened. Use code WOLF. Yeah, I see a lot of people that I know. They have, like, energy drink sponsorships, like Rogue Energy or Gamer Subs or whatever. I'm like, do people actually buy those? Are people actually using those codes? I don't know. Those energy drinks are kind of nasty. I've never had one. Yerp. We've talked about this actually. We have had a case where some chatters in this stream exactly have said that they have redeemed those. Hello Fresh. And I feel like you would need thousands of people to get maybe 5 people to use your code. It is true. There are some ones that don't require your viewers to spend money though. I think I remember seeing, like, Nino Egan do a sponsorship where it's like a gacha game. And it's like, if you get like 10 people to play the game up until a certain level, or like a certain, like, part of the story, then you get the money. But I mean, like, that's like so much time spent. It's like, you're asking your viewers to spend, like, you know, 10 hours grinding to get to, like, this specific part of the game so you can make like $2. I don't even know. I would make a Raid Shadow Legends account on my throwaway email if I did a sponsorship. I would never. I don't think I would ever do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Like, the money surely is not even that worth it, in my opinion. I mean, just me as someone who has, like, a job that is not streaming, you know? Usually it's a couple minutes, not hours. No, it's the one that I saw. It was definitely, like, hours. People were, like, on her Discord being like, oh yeah, I've almost gotten to level 10. You know, I'm getting pretty close. I'm like, this is, like, so much time to spend on a game. It's a nice thing about having the independence. Exactly. That's what you get. All you gotta do is major in something where you can learn software engineering and then just get a really well-paying engineering job. It's that easy. And you don't have to worry about taking sponsorships. Oh man, I should have thought of that. I should have done that. If I had known it was that easy, I would have just done it. Imagine having a job. I can imagine. I have one right now. Mobile games. Insert meme of person who got bachelor's and turned into puppy girl. I've been seeing a lot of people respond to that. That was the recent trend on Twitter. There's like a comic that's like average graduate with a bachelor's degree in 2022, and then in 2024 they're like a dog girl online or whatever. And then people are quote retweeting it, and they're like, yeah, I was a neuroscientist, and then now I'm a VTuber. A lot of people sharing their previous careers. They're like, I used to work for this company. Well, they didn't name the company, but they're like, I used to work for this, you know, general agency. You look at all the posts, and you're like, how many of these are real? Glorp, did I welcome Slime? Were you here already? I don't even... I feel like you were here. Maybe I was confused by the green name. You know, Denchi has underscores. You were not here, okay. I gotta check, because you could say you were not here, and then it could be a lie, and then I could welcome you twice. Okay, you were not here. Welcome. I was like, yeah, I don't think I saw you today. Used to be president. I always avoid, like, I have no interest in responding to those kind of posts, you know? There's always one that goes viral. It's like, oh, what were you doing before blah blah blah? What is your VTuber opinion that has you like this? I've never done interaction bait. If I were to respond to that one, I'd be like, yeah, before VTubing, I was a software engineer that was very well paid. Oh, actually, that's still me. I'm still I'm still that. That would feel like such like BM though. Like, guys, look at me. I get paid so much money, haha, and I still get paid so much money. I just do this for fun. It's like, wow, Wolfie. Get this guy. I've canceled him. He thinks he's better than us just because he works for a company that makes money. Imagine the interactions? No. That is how people get interactions, though. If I cared about that, I would do it. Choco used to be like Wolfie and have a job. Now she's like Wolfie and is a VTuber. Yeah, but I also have a software engineering job and am also a VTuber. Yeah, I'm simply here for fun. Welcome to Pi. Yeah, what was the event at your high school? We talked about this. A lot of sad things. People have named some very depressing moments that happened at their school, and I was like, I thought this was gonna be for fun. I thought people were gonna say things like, this guy set off a fart bomb and blah blah blah, and then he got suspended. But people are saying things like, this guy died. I'm like, oh god, okay, I didn't want to know that. I thought this would be for laughs. Engagement bait. What if I responded to that tweet? Say, hey guys, just so you know, I'm paid extremely well. In fact, I was paid so much that I now owe the government a lot of money in taxes. This guy died. No! Can't believe this guy would die. Texas. Taxes. Is there like a benefit to like, if you owe the government money, isn't it better to like delay paying the taxes until like you actually have to? It's like, I understand if the government owes you money, you should do your taxes as soon as possible so you get your refund. Technically you should delay. See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why, if I owe the government money, why would I pay? I mean, I did pay immediately, but I was like, I could just wait. I don't know why I need to do this now. When I did my taxes early last year, I was like, this is great. I can now get more money and then put it into the stock market. That's the right thing. Yeah, what has the government done for me? Alright guys, have you seen the IRS offices? I have not. Technically, I guess you should not withhold anything and pay it all on April 15th. Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, what's the point of withholding? Like, is there like a downside? Does the government go like, you're not withholding enough money? Do you get in trouble for that? Because like, what is stopping me from saying don't withhold anything, and then I just have like, you know, $50,000 at the end of the year in my bank just to like pay for it? You have to pay a ton of money. Yeah, but then that's fine. Then just like before you owe taxes, just make sure you have enough. and then you just pay it. But then, you know, the money that you didn't pay is now making money on the stock market. Or whatever. Then she said, I had to file a US tax return a while ago, got money back, and there was interest added to it. Had me really excited. Was that a lot of money? It's like, whoa, $10. $10 of interest? Oh. It's all done by paper. Stacks and stacks of boxes of tax documents. Even filling up their cafeteria during this time of year. Well, that's their problem. Why should that affect me? Me doing my taxes early simply to make the jobs slightly easier for them. Imagine if I had any sort of empathy. Then you have to pay a ton of money. Oh wait, I already read that. Why pay taxes at all? Rich people don't, so why should I? Because it's the right thing to do. Clearly. I don't know. Then it pays for the wars. Sorry, no, the roads. Did I say? Sorry, I meant the roads, obviously. The school is for the schools. No, okay, this is N2. This is too much. Wolfie, you're getting into touchy territory. You can't be talking about this. You can't say what the tax money is going towards. It only has to be good things like schools and... It's too real. Okay, what's the deal with the... What's up with the football? Oh, football, guys. Football. Anyway, I was like, why would I pay this immediately? But I did. And then I looked at my bank account and I was like, oh, that's a lot of money taken out from taxes. But it's fine because I'm gonna get stocks, okay? As soon as March rolls around, that's when my stocks from my company vest. And then I will sell them immediately, and then all that money and more will be now in my bank account. War as a business, Metal Gear reference. How about that Luka Doncic? Isn't that the Vocaloid? Luka Night Fever. Remember that one? College football, football. You have to hold the stocks for a certain time period to avoid short-term capital gains tax. No, the way that restricted stock units work, which is what most people in tech companies get, is that when they give you the stock, they take off some of it for tax purposes. So like, let's say like if the company gives you, when you join the company, let's say they give you like $400,000 worth of stock at the time that you join the company, over the course of 4 years. That means every year you'll get whatever was equivalent to $100,000 of stock when you join the company. But then when you actually get the stocks, let's say you owe like, 50% of your income goes to taxes or whatever. Instead of giving you $100,000 of stocks, they'll give you $50,000, and then it's just yours. It's like you've already paid for it. Now you pay for taxes if when you sell the stock, the amount of money is based on the difference between when you got the stock and when you sold it. But then that one is it is short term, whatever what's it called, short term capital gains tax. Yes. It counts at the time you get the stock. So if you sell the stock immediately, if the stock price has gone up, you will have to pay short-term capital gains tax. Gains tax. That's what I meant. But if you sell it immediately, it means that ideally the price of the stock has not gone up or down that much. So then you don't have to pay any extra tax. It's if you hold on to it for longer and then the price changes a lot, then yes. And that's why people recommend, if you get RSUs, sell them immediately. Because otherwise your income is now very tied to the company that you work for. Welcome, Pork Fu. It's like, let's say you work for Google and they give you stock. If you don't sell that stock immediately, it would be as if you just purchase $100,000 of Google stock. Whereas you could instead sell that and then diversify. Like maybe you want $100,000 of Google stock. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. But usually you don't want that. It's usually the way they make you think about it, or that you should think about it, is like, if you got $100,000 bonus today, would you spend all of that money on Google stock, you know, if you work for Google? If yes, then sure, then don't sell it. If you would not do that, then you should sell it and do something else with the money. That's it. It's annoying when they withhold shares when you get stock from your company. Some companies have vesting, you can't sell me. Yes, I mean, you know, you invest every year. You get the money. Some companies also have trading windows. Specifically, like they're like, okay, you cannot sell stock unless it was like right after our quarterly earnings report or whatever. And for those ones, you can get around it by setting up, was it like a policy that's in writing? Look, I did that. The company that I work for, they have something like that where it's like you're not allowed to sell the stock unless it's within specific trading windows. But then it's like, I want to sell it immediately. So then I was like, I called up, you have to call them. You can't just email them. You like call up the whatever company manages the stocks and be like, I would like to set up a selling plan. It's called like 10B5-1 or something. Is that right? Did I get the number right? 10B5. Yeah, look at this one. Is like when you have you put in writing. It's like, okay, every month I'm going to sell all my stock, and then since they have that in writing, then they do the selling for you. So then you can't be accused of insider trading because you already specified. You're like, I was going to sell this regardless of the stock price. Or I guess you could also set like more specific selling things. Like it's like, if on this day the price is more than this, then sell it. Otherwise hold it, or whatever. Like that is a thing you can put in writing. But I just have it so that I sell everything immediately. That's it. My income is highly inflated, sort of, from RSU gains. Sort of good problem, but scary to see tax bill. That's what happened to me. It's part of why I owe taxes. I think because they didn't withhold enough money from the RSUs. Which is actually good for me, because I guess then I could sell it and then put that money into other stocks, and I don't know. Welcome, Frosty Klondike. Selling the stock and buy other stock comes with brokerage fees. It's like barely anything though. It's like probably like 0.0 something %. It's reasonable. It's better than having all your stock in like one company. Usually. Anyway, this is why you tune into the Wolfie streams, for him to talk about stocks for some reason. Hey guys, do you know about restricted stock units and short-term capital gains tax? I said it again. Capital gains tax. Capital gains tax. Stonks. And be sure y'all to enter cost basis numbers. It's handled automatically. When I import the documents, it already has it. I was kind of surprised. I thought you would need like some authorization or something. When you go on the tax websites thing, it's like enter like your transaction ID and then enter like the name of the company, and then it's like, okay, also enter like, you know, how much money you made. Not how much money. They asked for like a specific line, and I just typed that in, and it's like, okay, look, we found your taxes, and then they just import. That seems right. It's like, how did they get this? But I guess it's like, if you know the number, you probably have the forms already. That you click it and it's like, okay, well, give us the what's on line 1. Okay, give us the company number. Give us, you know, the exact value in cents on this line. and then you do it, and then they have access to it. It all gets imported. You can take the gains out of capital, but you can't take the games out of the gamer. Oh, those gamers. They're just out there with their taxes. I have to go to like document supplemental cost basis doc. See, it just did it for me. It just worked. Now the annoying thing when I did my taxes is that I had to, for some reason, you have to like, I used TurboTax, by the way, and this is specifically because, what was the name of it? Wealthfront has an import tool, but it's only for TurboTax. It's probably some partnership they have to like get money from sponsorship. I don't know, but it's like, you know, I used to use H&R Block because that's one my parents used to use before I did my own taxes. So then I was like, okay, but then now I use TurboTax. I was like, man, I don't want to, but I also don't want to like manually fill in all of my stocks information, because that is the most annoying part. Is that stuff you gotta like enter so many different things. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I got Wealthfront too. Exactly. Intuit lobbies the government rights. I'm using the product. That makes taxes more annoying. A new free thing, myfreetaxes.com or whatever. Actually, there was one year when I think I was using H&R Block, and for some reason I was eligible for the free tier, even though I made more than the amount of money that was like the minimum. It was like, if you make less than this amount of money, you can file your taxes, the deluxe edition, for free. And I was like, oh, I make more than that, but let me just try putting in the promo code. And then it worked, and I was like, what? It's like, surely something's wrong. And then I went back and tried to like cancel it, but I couldn't. So I was like, all right, I guess I just get this for free now. And then I tried it again the next year and it didn't work. So they probably fixed it. Anyway, that was the thing. That was cool for that 1 year that I had it. But my workplace has a thing where you can reimburse some stuff. Like, I think every 3 months they give you some amount of money that you can spend on, you know, life-related things, and tax prep services is one of them. So I did my taxes, I got my receipt, and then I uploaded the form to the website, and it says, hey, look at this. I paid this much for taxes. And they're like, all right, here you go. You get some of that money back. And that's cool. Haven't heard of that? Yeah, some companies, they have stuff like that. I also use it when I buy pizza, because food delivery is a valid expense. Gaming is also a valid expense. You can buy a Nintendo Switch and you can then put it on there and they could be like, all right, yeah, there you go. I've seen other people do that on Twitter. Someone was like, hey guys, my company, it turns out that my company also has this thing, and I bought Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing, and the category is like fitness materials / training, and it was valid. I was like, oh, okay. I could do that. If I was interested in buying Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing, I could probably just expense it. It was like a limited, it's like a certain amount of money per 3 months. Why do they even ask for a receipt if gaming is valid? Well, it's because, you know, you don't want it, they could be spending it on like drugs or something. I don't know. Not even pharmaceutical drugs, just drugs. It's not whatever though. I like checked the list of things. I don't think air purifier is one of them, even though I think it should be there. I think it would fit into like health wellness devices or whatever, but they didn't specifically say that air purifiers are allowed. I don't know. There was no category for it. You know, I've expensed pizza. I've expensed the tax prep services. I could have expensed my Apple Watch and My Mac Mini, but I think I did it too late. They had this weird thing where like you have to file it in the year that you bought it. And then like since I bought my Apple Watch and Mac Mini near the end of the year, I was like, okay, I can file this like in January. And then I checked the website in January and it's like, no, no, you had to do it like in 2024. I was like, man, like I probably could have gone like inspect element, update the year to be like last year or like this year, and then like submit it. But like, I don't know. I chose not to do it. I could, theoretically. Actually, I did that for my tax services because like when you get your receipt, it has like, you know, your credit card, last few digits, and then it has like a confirmation number. And I was like, I don't know if that confirmation number is like important. Like if someone got their hands on this, could they be like, could they call the company and be like, hey, yeah, my confirmation number was this thing and here's the last 4 digits. Could they then socially engineer me? So I was like, I'm going to edit that. I'm going to go to my email, inspect HTML element, delete the confirmation number, and then print it as a PDF and then send it. I did that and it works. So you could do that. I could just simply, if I wanted to, just edit the year. But I have not done that. I wish I could expense all of my Ubers between the train station and office. I'm spending so much money on Uber. I don't do that. I've not used Uber in so long. Anyway. No, it's cool, you know, expensing things. Spending money. Web fishing. You get a $240 monthly stipend. That's pretty good. That's like more than what I get. Every 3 months. I forget how much I get. It's like every 3 months, some value. Recently something weird happened. What? I use Postmates, which is basically Uber Eats in a different app. It does make me like think about how many different food delivery services there are that are probably just all owned by the same company. Like you think about, there's Uber Eats, there's DoorDash, there's like, in New York City at least, there's a thing called Seamless. Like Postmates is a thing. Like a lot of companies that are probably all owned by the same umbrella company. Welcome Tag Barrel. Did Wolf scare off the taxman? I had to pay money in taxes. My apartment is not directly accessible, which makes food delivery a pain. What? How is it not accessible? Is there like a gated apartment thing? Do they have to like have someone? I don't know how that works. Can the cars not go there or something? It's no longer charging overages to my credit card. Instead, Uber asked me for a reason for travel. And I don't get charged. What? Do you just get free? It's just free? You don't get charged? Or like, it says it doesn't work. It's like, we tried to charge it and therefore it failed. And so it's not valid. Travel expenses add up quick. Parking near my office costs $300 a month. Man, imagine driving. You need a fob to get into the building. But couldn't they like, can't they like call you and be like, hey, I'm outside, and then like, then you go downstairs and pick it up? I don't know. Got promoted to a lead role. Congrats. Is that why you went to Japan? They're like, well, you're in charge now, so go over here. That's why I don't really want to move to a gated community. It makes deliveries hard. But could they not just, like, I don't know. I guess it would be annoying. Denchi loves driving. Rarely drives. What about golf? Golf, you know, driving, like line drive. What is it called when you hit the golf ball? A drive. I love driving. Is that dad? It's like the I'm going to the bank, but I didn't say which one, and then it implies riverbank. It's like driving. It's like I love driving. I didn't say a car though. That's it. Welcome, Nano Dan. That one crazy. This is the normal hat. This is the usual hat. To reflect the responsibility upgrades. When my Uber benefits change, I see. I thought you meant sponsorship. What am I saying? Oh, what am I saying? I don't even know. They usually give the delivery driver the code or fob. But then that means the delivery drivers can just enter your apartment complex whenever they want. Then they could commit crimes. Golf PC games are fun, like Panga, golf with friends. I've never actually played Panga. But it was quite popular. It was even on the PSP. Remember that? Remember the PSP? Remember the PlayStation if it was portable? I remember. Bug Bang Theory or Panga? I understand that reference. That is a Big Bang Theory or Pangea. Meteor happened. Played it for many years. Panga makes me think of Vladimir Nabokov. Did he play Panga? Is that a thing that he was known for? I don't know. I've never played it. You know what's a cool golf game apparently? There is one for Pico 8. Golfing. I don't know the name of it. You do golfing and then you drive around. I could probably even play it right now. But I won't. But I could show it to you. Pico 8 Golf. Golf Monday. Is this it? Golf Monday? If this one costs money, I thought it was a free game. Year 1. Get this game and 4 more. What is this? I thought Golf Monday was free. Never mind, it's not free. But you know, you shoot the golf ball and then you go into the golf cart and then you drive around. It's free, but why does it say buy now? Golf Monday. Oh, is this not originally a Pico 8 game? Golf Monday is on Steam. Oh, I guess it wasn't. Wait, this looks like Pico 8. Wait, but this is free. No, this is not free. This is the sequel. What was the original Golf Monday? Pico 8. Golf. Golf Sun. Oh, Golf Sunday. There, Golf Sunday. They made a sequel. Okay, I see. This one's free. I guess I could just play it right now. No, he's playing games on not even on Variety Saturday. Oh, this does look much more low resolution. Did they? I guess the remake was not a Pico 8 game. How do I play this game? There's dialogue. I thought it was just golfing. Look at how low res it is. You pick it up. You can shoot it. How do I do it? How do I do this? I don't even know. You swing. You swing and then it goes in an approximate area. Anyway, you could play it if you want. I will not play it because I'm playing fishing. Playing webbed fishing. Many people playing Neo Turf Masters on Twitch recently, several tournaments. Neo Turf Masters is great. I've never even heard of it. Have I played webbed? I don't even know what that is. Is that web fishing? I played web fishing. Is that a D's Nuts joke? Webbed, web D's. Both of these webs. Surely I've seen it. Webbed. It's a puzzle platform video game by Sbug Games. It's like Grounded but with fewer spiders. What the frick is this? I don't want to see this. Why are they showing this? I've not seen it though. I have not heard of this game. Neo Turf Master is an old Neo Geo arcade game by the Metal Slug guys. People play it on Fightcade. Neo Turf Master. Neo Turf Masters. Golfing. Look at this guy. Look at the art style difference. This is like Western. Wait, is this pose? This is like an iconic pose, isn't it? Turf man. This is like anime. It's like, was this the American release? This was the Japanese one. That's always what it is. The American version always has art. I guess this one. No, this could be item. I saw Lily Hops play it because she likes games with bugs. What is the best bug game? Very snappy, quick with good music. Neo Geo. Anyone remember the Neo Geo? The Neo Geo Pocket Color even? Bug Snacks. Oh yeah, they added a Bug Snacks theme to Balatro. Do you see that? Bug Snacks is in Balatro. It's there. It's real. Wait, where is it? Why is it not here? It's real. It's here. Look at it. There's Bug Snacks right there. Neo Geo Pocket Color. It had a lot of fighting games. That's the only thing I know about the Neo Geo Pocket, specifically Color, is that it had fighting games. But it's kind of fun since it has an arachnophobia mode. What did they replace the spiders with? Just floating circles? Is that what it is? Oh, Bob. A blob. Bob the Blob. Blob the Builder. Anyway, that's cool. That's good times. I remember the Neo Geo. I think I knew exactly one person who had the Neo Geo Pocket Color. And everyone else had the Game Boy Color. Look at this guy. What's he doing? What even are these games? Neo Geo. The Pocket Color. Wow, look at how cool that looked. Sonic? They had Sonic on this thing? I didn't even know. It had like 3 or 4 really cool games. I think this is one of them. This is like the only game that I know that exists on this console. Is this one? This is the same one. The fight. It's like that's the only games. It's like the only game that shows up when you search for it as well. Like this and Sonic. Everything else is like I don't even know. Sonic Pocket Adventure. A bunch of arcade boys. Is that what it is? Is that golf? They got golf on this thing. Yo, they got this. What is this? Welcome to Lakes. Have you seen Ludwig? Yeah, he's bald and also a VTuber. I didn't know he was a VTuber until someone mentioned it yesterday. Sonic, what about Photonic? Son, what? So, what does that mean? Photo? So photo? I would have expected Sonic. What about daughter-ick, right? Because like son versus like daughter instead of son. Playing Trick Shot Simulator while wearing a pair of headphones and glasses. Oh, that guy. Oh, that Ludwig. Do you know he's a VTuber? I didn't talk about this. Is that he is now a VTuber? And people were upset. They're like, this guy, he is appropriating VTuber culture. It's like, what's the problem? What's he doing wrong? You're telling me that facecam streamers can't be VTubers? Web golfing in this style of game would be pretty... Oh, I think that would be cool. If instead of web fishing, you could just do casual golfing. That'd be neat. I could make it. What if I made that? Actually, are there any games that have like these Animal Crossing style animals, but like doing golfing? Or yo, what about web bowling? Web golfing, web bowling. Welcome, Brooke. What about Tachionic? I don't even know what that is. Didn't want to bring up Twitter drama late into one of your other streams. VTubers. VTubers gatekeeping being VTubers. Classic. I don't know. Any VTubers here? VTubers. Cringe. Imagine being a VTuber. I would never. I would simply never watch any VTubers. If anyone asks me which VTubers I watch, I'll be like, what's that? VTubers? What are those? What are those? Any activity you can synchronize should work in this style. But I feel like golfing is kind of more like goal-oriented. You have to like move around a bunch. Right? Because like in this one, you can stay in one spot and do fishing. If you were to do golfing, you would have to like go to different places. Yeah, it would require a huge map. I know, wait, it could be mini golf. No, I don't know. Would that even... could be mini golf. But would that even be fun? There's like a small golf course here, everyone just plays. I don't know. Oh yeah, driving range would work. But what would the gameplay be like? What about web darts? you just go into like a bar, just throw darts at a dartboard. The possibilities are endless. Yeah, I was also thinking about bowling. Possible thing that could happen. Mini golf. Did I see Kizuna Ai's new video? I didn't actually watch the video, but I did see a thumbnail of it. And people were like, why does she look so weird? Why are her shoulders so broad? What happened? I don't actually know what the deal is. But I guess she's back. I guess Kizuna Ai is back. She's been lifting. She's been... Yo, what about instead of web fishing, web lifting? Where everyone just goes to a gym and, you know, the mini games are like weightlifting? Or other exercise. Oh wait, that could be a thing. Biking. Web Peloton. Stationary bike. But what would you even get? I don't even know. Weren't they gonna do NFTs? Kind of suspicious of that company. I don't actually know what the deal is. Did Kizuna Ai like purchase the rights to her own character outside of the company? Because I vaguely remember reading something that said that today when she talked about it in the video, maybe? I don't know. Did that happen? Does anyone even know? The voice actor got switched a few times. Yeah, no, that was a while ago though. That one was the big controversy that caused people to realize that you can't just switch the voice actor. If someone graduates, they're dead. Character can never be replaced. Actually, do you see that there's Pixel Link, the VTuber agency, went bankrupt, and then there's this whole thing about you have to buy the rights to your own VTuber model, and people are like, what the? It costs like $10,000, and they're like, surely you can just give it to them for free because blah blah blah, because it has no value outside of the streamer. And I'm like, I don't know. And then some people are like, no, it's because when you go bankrupt, you have to sell your assets. If you don't sell your assets, it could be considered by the, you know, the people that are, I don't even know what the term is. The court? Is the court the one that handles bankruptcy? I don't know. But you have to like show that you're making attempts at least to sell your assets. And people are like, well, yeah, they're selling it because of this. Can you sell them for 100? I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, VTuber drama. Yo, VTuber drama. Remember when I used to be in web fishing and I searched for... I went to news.google.com and searched for VTuber. What's on there? News.google.com. VTuber. Yeah, we talked about this. Ludwig. VTuber model. I don't know what this is. Is this big news? This is mentioned on multiple websites. Ludwig. Again. Kiara. There's nothing about the pixel link thing. VTuber Awards 2020. Wait, this was a long time ago. Have there been no VTuber news since this? VTuber Astro Arcadia stream delayed again. Is that notable? He's bald. Twitch stream taught Bernie Sanders what a VTuber is. Noodles. Imagine VTuber noodles. FaZe connects VTuber Saya graduates next week. Is this mean to... I don't know who this is. I have never seen this person. Kizun I returns with music video. Bernie talks to a VTuber. It was Saikuno. It was Saikuno, who is typically a facecam streamer, was using a VTuber model. Ah, there it is. And he was there. Look at his wall. He's gatekeeping VTuber. He says facecam streamers can't be VTubers. Can't believe this. Fauna graduates. Remember that. Remember when that happened. Anyway. Canaria, the creator of the Vocaloid song, no, not even Vocaloid, the song, yeah, Vocaloid King, they wrote King, they're a VTuber. Wonder if Wolfie would be in the news there somewhere. I don't know. There's a trend where people are searching for like their username and then seeing what the auto-suggest is. I'm kind of afraid though. I kind of don't want to do it. Anyway, it is time to end my stream. Everyone who is in the web fishing lobby, it is now time to quit. I know the X tag is here, so I will check the spawn point. Welcome you. 5,000 bits. What the heck? It's a lot of bits. Thank you. It's like several $billion. Congrats on doing taxes. Thank you. But now this is going to make my tax situation slightly more complicated because now I have more more money from Twitch. Can't believe this. Can't believe you would do this. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Alright everyone, let's go to the lobby. I thought that was Skibbity Toilet. I saw this was it. It is not a toilet. Thank you. That's a golf thing. I'm sorry. No worries. It's not a big deal. It's actually not even a concern at all. I'm going to screenshot this. And then everyone, we're going to stand right over here and take our end of stream screenshot. Yippee! Alright, there's the screenshot. We hide the UI. We wait. Take the screenshot. Alright, good job. Thanks everyone for stopping by today. Highly appreciate everyone being here. For sending thousands of dollars to me. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna close the lobby. That is a lot of bits though. Have a good day, thank you. I don't know why you donated so much money, but I appreciate it. Check out this bird. It is a male cardinal, as I learned. I learned that the female cardinals are different. They apparently are not all red. They're different somehow. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you, Denchi, for the gifted sub. A hype train incoming? No, but I'm ending the stream though. Can't do a hype train where I'm ending. It's absurd. Now let's see what day it is. Let's rate someone. Females are brown with red beak. They're not even red. They're not even red. The Pope doesn't usually choose females to be cardinals. Why though? Why would he do that? Okay, what day is it? Many days. Several days. Many a day. Which of these would make a good raid message? Pistachio. Pink Shirt Day, Canada. Fairy Tale Day. Pete's sake. What is this? Is Stand Up Against Bullying? Tell a Fairy Tale Day. Church hasn't the best track record when it comes to putting women in positions of power. Zoe, that's too real. Okay, it is real. It's too real. But true. Also true. Okay, Pink Shirt Day is to stand up against bullying. No, it's got a serious message. Let's do thermos bottle. Is there thermos? It was thermos bottle? Oh yeah, it is. Pistachio. I feel like it's a pistachio. I don't know. Someone type a raid message. I want to see who to raid. Who's online right now? Twitch.tv. He's been streaming a lot. He was live yesterday, the day before. He's live today. He was playing like World of Warcraft. I will send you to a channel that is streaming right now. Literally right now. What about... Did I rate this person recently? Pretty sure. It said I... Okay, the last time I rated them was quite some time ago. But I thought I did raid... Anyway, let's raid Ocker. Saint Ocker. Stalker Ocker, if you will. Inconvenience yourself. That is a day. You could type that one if you want. 37 viewers. The numbers have been going up for some reason. I haven't done anything. I feel like usually I'm at like the 27 to 30 range. I don't know why, like today and yesterday and the day before, it's been like mid 30s to upper 30s. It's the programming and game dev. Yeah, but like none of the people that watch those streams are here. Like what are they? They're not even saying things. I don't know. Maybe. I have to start advertising your streams on my main Twitter. I mean, I feel like what I consider my side Twitter pretty much is my main Twitter now. I don't post anything on the Wolfie with 3 E's. It doesn't even exist. Wolfie sweep. Before you know it, I'll have 1 billion viewers. You'll be like, I remember when he was here. Anyway, there it's going. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.